Could be a record. That house. How long? Keep doing it.
Wheel of time, you say? I have no idea. But I do love this chair. It's great. Ooh, what's that? Hey, a pine cone. Smells delightful. Let's get that out of here. Let's go. Man, my own bones are aching. I like going for a walk. Hey, that's a birdie. Look at that up there. I like birdies. Oh, what's that over there in the forest? Oh, you know what I could really go with? A tree hug. Wonderful. This stream is brought to you by... Have you ever been misunderstood? A puppy in a rage monster's body? Well, we here at Trollocs Lives Matter believe there is a human inside all of us. And
they were effectively genetically engineered war tools.
TLM, because even
Nightmare fuel
needs love too. And maybe a hug. Hello, I am Jafe Dumpkins, founder and CEO of Trollocs Lives Matter, TLM. Thank you for watching this advertisement. Aw, look at that little guy. Look at that little poopsie whoopsie. He's a cutie patootie, isn't he? Look at her pet that. Oh my God, the cut.
Hello. This is Big Game James Worthy of the Los Angeles Lakers, and I've seen a lot of great teams, but I've never seen fans like this. Will of Time fans. Don't stop believing. You're built something special, and I'm standing with you. Let's bring it back. Hashtag save WOT. Continued success.
What the hell are you talking about? Who are you talking to?
Hey, look, it's a plane. Whoa, what's that say? Save wheel of crime? Stay woke? What? Brave a wheel of cake? Shave works? Suave wheat of cream? Shad walk? Starve weeping slime? Shorts are okay? Rave all the time? Shave the warts? I can't see. I can't see what it says. I don't understand. Somebody help. I'm lost. Help me, please. Save me. Karn! He was being performative. Sorry. I forgot about that. Sorry, my bad. Oh, I gotta change this too. This is edited. I gotta get rid of the poke and never die for now. That'll come back though. What's up, everybody? What's up? I forgot I had scheduled this actually earlier. But yeah, here we are. I gotta change this background. I can't. Can I make me smaller? That'd be interesting. There, no. Hey, there you go. There you go. What do you think? We could do the whole stream like this if you guys want. He's this is of course Mule's good old artwork right here. Remember this? I remember this day. Basketball's James Worthy. Yes. Hyping up Wheel of Time. Avienda is so beautiful, by the way. Are you talking about which Avienda? Are you talking about the real Avienda? We need Trolloc plushies so we can give them hugs. Dude, that would be awesome, but I need to once I hit the we'll say the 10K mark, I'll start doing plushies. How about that? Because I could get a dragon plushie and I could get a Trolloc plushie. I could do all kinds of plushies. That would be craziness. What's up, Andrew? Which season of the show covered the Great Hunt?
Is that just a bullshit question? I think I already answered it though. The correct answer is 0. What's up, Matt? Nick, Jesus, doll, what's going on? A stream that fits my drinking schedule. Well, hey, I'm here to please. Dude guy, what's up? John Thomas, howdy to yourself. Fadian, what's up? Yeah, but Movienda ain't. I know it was. I know it was. At least I answered it right. I almost fell for it and put season 2, and then I realized that that's not true. And it took me a minute to realize that was the answer you were looking for. Gribble, what's up? How you doing, buddy? Is like, what is happening here? I don't think I can do all this with him, with his weird microphone face there. Like it could be too much. Him with the, I don't know if I could take that all stream. That could be too much, depending on how long we go for. I forgot a whole bunch of people stream on Saturday night. I just stream when I'm available, but you know, technically Mexicans live right now talking about good old Chad Powers. So, you know, not that I want you guys to go away from my stream, but you could give him a like if you like Chad Powers. That's good people. Who is Daniel Greene? This dude. Daniel Greene, are you being would you like an explanation, John, or are you just putting me in a weird position where I have to explain who Daniel Greene is? I was seriously considering paying for the history guy message on Cameo to troll the losers, but wasn't sure how to make sure they found it. Daniel Greene is basically just a larger fantasy YouTuber, I guess. Fantasy book. He's a booktube type of guy, who's self-proclaimed is one of his favorite. He says he claims his favorite fantasy series is the Wheel of Time. He has a bunch of Wheel of Time stuff. You know, he used to have a lot of Wheel of Time knowledge. Watching some of these summaries, it's like, did you forget? Or you're just in a hurry? I think he's just in a hurry. But, you know, and I actually, being honest, I used to watch some of his videos before he came out and defended the show. And the show, while I think he probably picked up some viewers, I think he lost a lot of viewers as well defending the show. And then, like most sane people, he came out against it when he came out from underneath the NDA. So, but he's only sort of half out against it. He's one of those people that sort of, I feel like, knows that the show is bad, so he said some bad stuff about it. But like, he's like fully right on the fence because he doesn't want to lose the people that have completely, what's the word? Completely just sold themselves to the idea that the show is good. You know, those people. So he used to be sort of a good fantasy book YouTuber, and then he, went full headlong into the other stuff. So yeah. So, but he is supposed to be, his wealth of Wheel of Time knowledge is supposed to be vast. And he's been doing so he did these summaries for the Wheel of Time, which he was selling for $1 on Patreon per book. And then I guess after the books, or after they were on Patreon for a while and people stopped paying him $1 for them, he decided to put them up on YouTube. So we have been slowly going through it, really slowly. I think I've done 2 or 3 of these streams looking at this summary. Well, we did, 2 for the Eye of the World. One I did because he put out a video saying the battles of the Wheel of Time, but it looks like it's just excerpts from the long video. So that might help. That may help this breakdown of The Great Hunt, this summary, because I think I've already listened to the Fall May section of this summary. So I think we could be in business there. So yeah, so we'll see once we get started. But we just left off. We had just finished The Eye of the World, and boy, oh boy, did that take a long time. Maybe he'll do a little better maybe he'll do a little better with the Great Hunt. Yeah, every once in a while we can. Lady B's busy with life. Same with Alex. I don't know. Maybe we can get some of those coming back with some. Alex was. I know Alex was here last time I did the Eye of the World. That was fun. But maybe we can get some of the. I'm hoping to maybe start doing some more book content type stuff. What's up, late to the party? Because obviously the show's dead, but for some other things. So we'll see. I know me and Nathan and Aldan have been doing the Dresden stuff, so that's been fun. And hopefully we can do some more of that type stuff here soon. And it'd be nice to have a show to go over and like be positive about. But that's going to be hard because before we get started too, like, has anybody here watched the Spartacus show? The Spartacus Blood and Sand on Stars. What up now? Hey, your name's back. You got your name back. How did that happen? Ernest goes to, which Ernest is that? Is that Ernest goes to Ernest goes to camp? Oh, it's Vampire Ernest. Nice. They did. Absolutely. Giantess. But you want to know the problem, Nos? And you're absolutely right. You know what's crazy about the new, because they're doing another. This is crazy. I got to show you guys this because this is just, I couldn't believe it. And then we'll get rolling. But oh boy. Oof. I don't know if I can do this to you guys. Yeah, I can. I definitely can. I'm going to. I had to see it, so you guys have to see it. Oh boy. Do I do this to you guys? Yeah, I can't. I probably shouldn't do the Red Band trailer, huh? That'd probably get me in trouble. Well, hell, they did the Red Band trailer on YouTube. I could probably do it. Should I do the Red Band trailer? Should I do Red Band? Let's see. Let me go over it. See if it's gonna fuck me up. Ah, fuck it. Who cares? I'm a nobody YouTuber. They can kick me off YouTube if they want. Oh shit, they already did. You're never late, Black Cane. You know that, Black Cane. You are never late. You're just on time. Whenever. I am Spartacus. You are. I have seen the abysmal trailer. Late to the party. Oh. If it's the old Blood and Sand, it's okay, but the main show was way better. So a little bit of both. Thanks, Nos. Hey, I'm starting to play games and shit again, too, man. So you got to get the Donut Club back together. Bell, I refuse to read it so long as the show was subverting it. As the show is dead, I will have read The Lord of Chaos. My man. How you doing, Bell? Mr. Marduk? Thank you for being over there on the Kickaroony side. That comment font rules. What did I do? The Metal Mania one over there? Is that what you're talking about? So I am sorry ahead of time, but this is what's happening to our stuff, guys. Okay. Oh, by the way, I also watched. I miss you too, buddy. I'm glad you're back. Hopefully, I just need to just do more random shit just to hang out with you guys because it's fun. So I watched Jurassic Park Rebirth today. Boy, oh boy, is that a movie. All right, so this is how this guy actually looks in the show. So he has his glasses and his shorts on. No, I'm kidding. That'd be so much better though. Wouldn't it be so good if he showed up in like Spartacus and he's out in the arena and he's like, look at my nerd glasses, my totally generic glasses that everybody in Hollywood must wear. Who here has seen the uncut, restored, original Spartacus with Kirk Douglas? I Am Spartacus. I haven't seen the restored version. I have seen the original Spartacus with Kirk Douglas, though. Absolutely. So what this is they are continuing the continuity from the Spartacus show, Blood and Sand. They did the Blood and Sand. They did the other one, Gods of the Arena. You know, unfortunately, Whitehead, the guy that played Spartacus, who was actually I liked, he passed from I think it was leukemia. It's a different a type of cancer. He unfortunately succumbed to and passed. Oh no. I have a video I desperately want you to react to, and yes, it's safe. I don't know about that, man. John, 100%. You don't even know. So Spartacus is also probably one of the manlier shows out there. There's a lot of testosterone, even though there is a gay relationship in it. It's like, you know, the guy might as well be a girl that he's you know. It's basically guys in jail. It's like Oz, sort of, right? You know, Oz. You know, there are a bunch of guys in jail, and they're just like going crazy, right? So they're just, you know, whatever they can stick it in, they do, right? Yeah, I agree. It went way downhill way fast. But season, I I don't trust you. Not that way. I trust you for several other things, but for sneaky videos, I'm not sure. You've had me watch some weird shit, dude. If we're being real, you know I love you. Oh, also, I also have some other news for you. The movie that won't stop releasing trailers. You know the movie I'm talking about, Predator Badlands, released another trailer. You know what you find out in this trailer? Maybe I should show that video too. You know what you find out in this trailer of Predator Badlands? It's a family affair. So there's a brother predator and a father predator, and they're all on the same planet, fighting for each other or something, or maybe to stop each other, or I don't know. Where am I checking, dude? I like you which DMs? I like, I'm in Discord. I'm in Twitch. I don't see anything. Oh, there it is. Okay. Liar. It just came through now. Dude, this is 13 minutes. All right. Okay. All right. Okay, we're pumping the brakes here for a second. I don't know that we can watch the whole thing. Okay. All right. I don't know that we can watch. Maybe we can watch this whole thing. Maybe we just make a right turn into Laughville. Okay. Oh God, Daddy. Okay, hold on. So where did I miss here? Daddy issues. More bad news for Badlands. Awesome. Yeah. No, I'll see if I can find the clip later. But literally, like, you know, the antler dad. You know, or you know the antler predator. The guy who's got the antlers. Apparently, that's the father predator, and he's come to the most evil planet. The most dangerous planet in the universe to reprimand his son with his older brother that's better than him, and then they're gonna fight, and probably the younger son's going to, I don't know, kill the older son, and then the dad's gonna be super mad because he was his favorite son. So since the dad lost his favorite son to his runt son or daughter or whatever it is, I still think that's a girl predator, but I don't know. But yeah, so like it's gonna be a family of predators fighting over who's the best predator in the family. I wish I was lying. I hope maybe it was AI and I just didn't pay enough attention to it and I'm getting it wrong, but I'll have to see if I can find the clip again. It's weird seeing someone dressed like this with the big plastic glasses on his face. Yeah, well, especially because they're fake glasses. But we'll get back to that in a sec. All right, so here we go. This had me rolling. Here, like it was 2 seconds. With all the predators, we sure it isn't Hollywood confession. It probably is. They're probably just walking around in a predator mask, confessing to all their bullshit. They all have daddy problems, right? So, all right, here we go. This was. I don't know. Okay. This is called Barren Planet, Sopranos, The Next Generation, Star Trek Sopranos crossover edit. Here we go. This was pretty funny.
Captain's log. Trying to keep a low profile. What's the fucking point? I'm still a miserable prick and I'm still passing out.
I don't know why that made me laugh so much. And it's just a picture of the Enterprise. All right. Oh boy. Okay.
Mr. Walnuts is hailing us. Priority 1.
Mr. Walnuts?
On screen, Captain.
Gravitational distortion is too great, Captain. I'm unable to compensate. We have lost contact.
Structural integrity field has collapsed.
We should have stopped at Roy Rogers. And I should have fucked the 11th, but I didn't.
Warning, structural failure imminent.
Oh yeah, look at this. Look at these special effects.
I don't want to die out.
Oh man. Are they dead? Oh yeah, I saw this randomly this week. It's fucking gold. Uh-oh. Oh no. Oh my god. Is it really an intro? Are they doing an intro? Is it the whole intro?
I'm late for that.
I went too far.
Space. I don't know.
Wait, does Tony Soprano say space somewhere in The Sopranos? He says space. That they got that's fucking pretty good.
I've been thinking. It's good to be in something from the ground floor. I came too late for that. I know. But lately, I'm getting the feeling that I came in at the end. The best is over. Today, what do we got?
Today, what do we got? Oh my god. I'm gonna get screwed for that, but
I'm going to kill him with my bare hands. I will take him by the
wait, what happened to Paulie and what's his face? They're on the planet.
throat and rip out his esophagus.
Worf.
I have failed in my mission, Commander. I am clearly a bad gangster. For the sake of the ship and the Federation, I request reassignment.
Denied.
Commander, these Sopranos are arrogant, irritating. They cannot be reasoned with.
Polly Walnuts is quite
Oh my god. Paulie Walnut.
pleasant. I will admit, though, he's a little unusual.
You see? They are insane.
Worf, you've been very patient with Captain Soprano, and that's good. But maybe it's time to let him know that some behavior is unacceptable to us.
Ah.
It's the dialogue from the plot, Ed. This was good. Oh, you saw this too?
Fucker, believe this? Hello?
Did you wrap the package?
Not yet. We were about to. We had a little problem.
I feel like I remember this episode of The Sopranos. Yeah.
I thought you said it was, you know.
You thought it was complicated. Well, look,
Oh, wait, I can't hear you. You're breaking up.
I said we're looking for it.
Could survive.
The package?
Is there any way the package could survive? God damn it. Is there any way the package could survive?
No, T. No fucking way.
He's got Asian copy in fucking Dell computer.
Cocksucker.
What?
I got a meeting with Mord. I could be walking into a fucking buzzsaw.
T? T, hello?
I do remember the Sopranos episode. Yeah.
What'd he say?
I don't know. He's all fucking worried about this Morn asshole. I know it don't work with this guy, but you gotta wonder what Tony's got going.
None of our fucking business, is it? Not dressed for this shit. He's gotta be dead by now, right?
How could he not be? Fuck it.
I do
Let's just
remember
go.
this. They just leave
Tribbles
him, yeah?
will lead him anyway.
Where did we land?
Back there, half a mile or so.
You sure? Because I thought we kind of looped around.
4 years in Red Squad. We just follow our own footprints. Come on.
Trapped on a foreign planet. Oh my god, dude. Pine Barren Sopranos episode. Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's. I think that's what. Yeah, it's Barren Planet. Yep. Man, what a crossover event. I'm not quite sure how we got here. Thanks, Nos. Oh my god, it's just like it's perfect. Just the side eye, and then all of a sudden
Looking for this Romulan. He's a friend of Svetlana Karolinko.
Oh.
Take it easy. Well,
Oh my god.
fine. I'm dizzy. My fucking head is killing me. Hello?
So I'm gonna talk fast. The guy you're looking for is an ex-commando. He killed 16 Cardassian rebels single-handed.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, nice, huh?
He was with the Interior Ministry. Guy, some kind of Romulan Green Beret. This guy cannot come back.
He's a
to tell the
Romulan Green
story.
Beret.
You understand?
I hear you.
There he is, Paulie.
Huh? Huh, you there?
Fuck! Call me back!
Man, Tony was always getting into trouble, man. It's like Tony Soprano's like the fucking Sons of Anarchy to fucking motorcycle clubs. They fucked up so much. Like, it's like, how are you guys not all in jail or dead? Still good. Oh yeah, this is the best.
You're not gonna believe this. He killed 16 Cardassians. Guy was an interior decorator.
His ship looked like shit.
His ship looked like shit.
Come on, he's running.
Dude, he's got a phaser, dude. That was pretty good. That's fucking great. Look at that shit. Get him, Polly. Get him. Oh, no. Polly, get up.
Fucking cunt!
Fucking cunt. Come on. I hope that phaser set the stun, Polly.
Paulie, come on, I think I got him.
It's the rock. Oh, he just dribbled.
If we were trying, we wouldn't have come close.
I lost my shoe.
Oh no. I guess we're halfway. We might as well just finish it. What do you guys think? Should we just keep going? They're gonna get attacked by space jerks. Mourn the gangster. Do it. All right, we'll keep going. Oh, I should probably bring Kick up too, especially since Bell's over there. Bell keeping it down over there on the Kick side. Fuck yeah! All right, here we go.
I don't advise this, Captain.
Uh-oh.
If we're going to maintain our realignment progressions, we shouldn't be pushing warp 8 for at least an hour.
What's up, Jacob? How you doing? The Sopranos were always annoying as fuck. I hated that shit. They're always fucking just like... It's amazing how bad at being gangsters they were. And same with like the Sons of Anarchy. The Sons of Anarchy were always just fucking up. It's like, how are you guys not always in jail? Uh-oh. Dude, look at that
Captain,
sweater.
it's my duty as first officer to safeguard the lives on this ship. And
I don't give a fuck.
Oh, snap.
All right, I do give a fuck.
Oh, shit. He does give a fuck.
But how many times I gotta tell you, get control of your temper?
Sir.
Uh-oh. Oh, shit. Hold on. I paused it the wrong time here.
Sir.
That's good shit right there.
This is no fucking joke here. I could lose a foot.
It's numb, huh?
The fuck you think?
Dude, the Tribbles got to attack him. The Tribbles got to come out and just like jump him, like start like swarming.
What the fuck is that?
Uh-oh.
Looks like the shuttle. Ah! There's fucking gravel under this skull.
Paulie just pushes his ass out of the way.
Emergency power engaged.
Thank you, God. My fucking ears feel like they're gonna fall off.
Fuck your ears. Get me something for my foot. And it's my foot.
Didn't he shoot his foot in the show? Isn't that what happened? Did he shoot his foot off?
Under my thigh. Use my own body heat. That's a trick.
Warning, failure imminent on
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
If this guy's not dead, Paulie.
He's fucking dead.
I know, but 16 Cardassians. You trained for this shit. It's like Tal Shiar shit.
It wasn't his shoe? Okay, for some reason I thought he shot his foot or something. Dude, I love the fucking sweater.
Can't get a pattern lock on their communicators because of the EM bursts, Captain. There's no way we can beam them out of there, not under these conditions.
Motherfucker!
Oh, leave him.
Where the fuck is he? What are those, Tic Tacs?
I just found them. I didn't know I had them on me.
You had Tic Tacs all along? Give me some.
There ain't no more. I ate them.
Selfish prick, I'm dying here.
They're fucking die already. Where you going? Don't go out there.
I'm eating those berries.
I'm telling you, they're poison.
I don't give a shit. At least I won't die hungry.
Tony? Tony, I can't hear you. Motherfucking cocksucker!
They're such assholes.
I don't know.
Hey, it's like land.
Oh. Put up by your own window. I don't want to smell your piss.
Fuck you.
Land's
What did you
peeing on
say?
the tree, baby.
Don't make me pull rank on you, kid. Do yourself a favor, Chrissy, and go back to fucking sleep.
Why, so you could choke me?
What?
Think I'm stupid. I heard you on the phone trying to blame this on me.
What the fuck you talking about?
You fucked up with the Romulan prick. Now you're worried about Tony. You wait till I'm asleep, then you'll choke me so he'll just have your version.
Choke you right now, you fuck!
I'll leave you here, you cocksucker!
Put it down, Chrissy. All the shit we've been through.
That looks pretty
You
good.
think I really kill you?
Yeah, I do.
Phaser looks pretty darn good, I gotta say. A+.
Drop your weapons, mother.
Uh-oh.
Time to die.
Oh my god.
Impulse engines passing safety limits. We're seconds from automatic shutdown.
All right, I gotta take this. The property taxes, I know.
Hull stress is nearing maximum tolerance.
Have you got them, O'Brien?
Trying, sir. I can't get a pattern lock.
The ship is coming apart, Chief. We've got to do it now.
I got them.
Oh my god, dude.
Injectors are failing. I'm rerouting to secondary injector power now.
Hell
Helm, get us out of here.
I'm doing it. Keep your beard on.
What was that? Wait a second, was that some Star Trek shit I don't know about? What was that? What am I missing? What, like, I watched some Star Trek, but what what's the trash bag guy? This one's beyond me. I'm sorry. That's the thing that killed Tasha. Oh, okay. I know. Sorry, that one's over my head. That's the slime monster that killed Tasha. Okay. Sorry. My Star Trek card is getting revoked. I'm not using Star Trek.
Poor bastard.
Never would have happened if Paulie hadn't initially overreacted, but it's one for the books. Paulie lost his fucking
My God. Yeah, well, that was well, thanks, Nos. That was Hey Calendar, what's up? It killed Todd. I like, yeah, like I said, like I watched a little bit of Star Trek, like Next Generation. But like I don't nearly have any of it memorized like a lot of you guys. It was great. I love that was my Star Trek Next Generation. That was the one I watched the most of. Mr. Captain Picard and Riker and all of them, but I do not have near the knowledge of most people. That was fun. That was good. Now I'm going to show you some shit that's going to make you want to die. Well, I guess a lot of shit. So that was funny. Thanks, Nos. Got some laughs in. So now imagine this guy pretending to be a gladiator.
Also, Asher is here.
I thought Ash. So I paused. This was a good pause. So if you had a guess, if you had to guess, who do we think the girl on the left is? And it's not Spartacus. We're not. You know. It's his daughter, right? No. Here we go. This is the dude from Last Kingdom. That's a good actor.
Go full screen.
Go full screen to watch this shit and burn your eyes out.
And turn up the volume.
That may give you a hint.
You're in for one hell of a ride.
Why are these idiots wearing fake glasses in their interviews with a bunch of fucking gladiator gear on? I am betting she is strong female character number 1. That would be an excellent guess. Yeah, that's when I saw a lot of them too, Gribble. The Next Generation stuff. We'll see you later, Nas. Thanks for the laugh, man.
The quickening pulse.
The quickening.
The deafening roar of the ground.
That's a big giant hammer that guy's got. I'm so torn on this because the same people that did a great job on Spartacus. Yeah, but the brain worms have burrowed their ways into these people's brains. So you can tell right away that this is not going to be that. And I'll be honest, like the first season of Spartacus was pretty good. After they lost Whitehead, things went downhill pretty fast for me anyway, in my opinion. But, to each their own.
And the bitter sting of blood.
What the hell? What was that? What is going on with his leg there? Why did it just come flying off? Does he have to stand later? Okay. Okay. It's back. He's on the ground.
In the air.
One day you may recount grand tales.
I thought this was. Why is he wearing the whatever?
Tales of glory in the arena.
These are the hands that saw Spartacus to deserve it, Ed.
Is that what I don't remember? Did he kill Spartacus at the end, or is that a lie? I don't remember. Did he betray him at the end? I could see that him being that being his character. He is actually a pretty good character. See you later, Jacob. He's actually a pretty good actor, the guy that played Asher. I don't remember much as the Spartacus show, to be honest. Not past the first episode.
Find yourself elevated from slave to dominus of your own house.
Asher dies in season 2. See, that's what I thought. So what the fuck? See, I've gaslit my own brain because I thought Asher died too, but did he? So he fakes his death? Is that what we're doing here? It's a fake. Like, I thought Asher died because he tried to do too many things and he fucked up. Blood and sand. Yeah, I'm not sure how he comes back from this. Hold on. It's a little bit small, but can you guys see it here? Yeah. Not sure how he Hi, Leanne. Not sure how Asher survives this, but okay. Apparently it was a fake guy. So I don't know how does this exist? Are we supposed to just forget that happened?
The House of Asher is blemished by constant defeat in the games.
It's the best house of us!
Faden, I'm just gonna say this to you, man. You have a great fucking memory, dude. You always seem to remember everything. I don't know how you do that shit. Just saying. I think this is an alternate history where so we're doing an alternate timeline Spartacus now. I think it's supposed to be his last seconds thought. So this whole show is Asher's fucking flash before his eyes before death? Is that what you're saying? This is like supposed to be what he wished his fucking life turned into? Oh my god. What the fuck is this show?
Good conjure.
Peter Dinklage is Spartacus. Ooh.
This visit.
YouTube showing the tatas. You gotta be careful. That was crazy.
To Capua presents unexpected delights.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Don't show that.
We must present unknown delights to ignite the crowd. The gods manifest unexpected gifts.
Here we go. Yeah.
One I would see to his advantage.
There is our main character.
You've fought before, but not against such as I.
Not against the puny little runt. Remember when like you had Crixus, the giant guy, and you know, not like, look, you got this guy's flabby strong, this guy's flabby, that guy's okay. Remember the guys in Blood and Sand were all like fucking just cut to shit, like they were fucking like doing roids and lifting weights all day, and that's it.
I fear that my fall has already been written.
They hold that they stand above us.
Oh no! Oh man, he got
In the
kicked 3
arena,
times.
we forge our own fate.
With our will. With our hands.
Let's kill this city that we tower above all others.
Oh, there she is.
Underestimate Asher. I'd own. Fuck.
She's gonna be the next Spartacus with the the dual wielding, right?
Fucking power.
Oh my god,
The
he
gods
fell.
themselves could not pry me loose.
The Spartacus workout, it was legit thing back then. Dude, those guys were cut as shit. I think it's about the dump truck. Is this the best of how the House of Asses could conjure? Oh man, it could be interesting where Caesar doesn't rise to prominence. I mean, I don't know, man. Like, I guess I don't know. It's just you start throwing in all that extracurricular bullshit in there. You know, of the women gladiators fighting the men and just like tuning them up. It's like, I guess if you have to include the women gladiators, just have them fighting women gladiators. You know, I mean, you'll tune in for the male wieners. Yeah, there's gonna be a lot of that's one thing for Spartacus shows. There's gonna be a lot of wieners. If that is true, what fucking idiot chooses net and trident? Like, and if you're the guy that like gets assigned net and trident, you're just like, oh man, you really want me to die, don't you? You gave what did I do to piss you off that I got the net and trident? Ugh. Come on, man. Can't I get a sword or something? A shield? Trident? Fuck. Oh. That wasn't as bad as the one I've seen, to be honest. Not great, but yeah, no, it's one of those. I watched the Red Band trailer. I feel like the Green Band trailer somehow focused more on her, but I could be wrong. And you're right. In a second look there, it's not as bad, but it's one of those. I don't know. Like, for me, it's just like if you're gonna introduce the female gladiators, I guess fine. But they shouldn't be like tuning up the male gladiators. They shouldn't be. They should be fighting the men, or they should be fighting the girls and doing that thing. Is this the one I watched? I don't know. The one I watched made her look like she was a god. So I'm not sure which one that one was. There's more trailers out of this than I thought. But yeah, it's not. Yeah, she's just tuning up dudes. Ooh, right to the face. Asher's like, beat the shit out of that woman. There you go. I don't know. We'll see. I guess. What's up? What's up, Aldan? I just, I'm tired of it. I'm exhausted of it. If you want to have the women gladiators, fine. Have them fight the women. They're not beating the men. It's just not. They did have women gladiators eventually 100 years after Spartacus. No, I know it's a thing, but I'm pretty sure they also weren't like fucking tuning up the guys. To be fair, the trident has a longer range than the sword, so it would probably be better. I think it's more. It could probably be better, but would you like? I guess the question is: would you immediately drop the net, or would you do the thing where you throw the net at the person first? I've seen one that made her look like Xena. Yeah, no, that's like, I don't know. It's just one of those things. It's just like, why? I guess is my question. Throw it. You throw. Yeah. I mean, yeah. You throw it and then just go try it. Right. Definitely use the net. Well, yeah. You throw it and then right. But that's what I'm saying. Like you wouldn't hold on to the net very long because at least I wouldn't. Then you then you got your trident and then you got your range. Right. But I don't know. I don't know if I'd be. I'd rather have shield and trident. That might work out better than net and trident. But I'm not a gladiator. I don't know. I guess it's just not. I guess I'm just not interested in that. I don't know. I guess it comes back to that sexist part of me that doesn't want to see girls getting decapitated or sliced up. I don't know. Maybe I'm just evil because I don't enjoy that. I guess make a girls division. I mean, well, and it's like, and to be fair, if I'm going to be fair to the show, right? This is my I guess I've been my initial reaction because of past media that chick that gladiator girl is going to be better than everybody almost instantly. Maybe that's not how it's going to go in the show. I guess it's possible. But my knee-jerk response is it's immediately going to be she's the best ever, and she's just going to just completely trounce everybody that she comes into contact with. Now, I could be wrong, and maybe that's not what the show's doing, which would be better. But, I don't see what's wrong with the old equation for that show, which was, attractive women, fucking super cut dudes going crazy. I don't know. Am I wrong? I mean, I guess if like, is it supposed to be like a fever dream where he's like, is that what it is? Is like, is it a fever dream or like a fucking last minute, before his death thing? I guess that could be interesting. And then he like the end of the series is him getting decapitated. But I do it's going to be interesting to see what the explanation is for how you're even seeing Asher. Season 2 really sucks compared to 1. In the mini prequel, Season 3 brought back some of the good stuff. I still think Fadian a big part of that was just losing Whitehead, because I feel like Whitehead was definitely a much better Spartacus than the other guy. The other guy definitely wasn't as cut as Whitehead. Whitehead was much more like physically, his physical prowess was much bigger. And the other guy that replaced Whitehead was like lean muscle instead of like cut, which I think hurt too. Yeah, shields are OP, so there's a choice of Trident Shield or just a Romastar. Yeah, fuck yeah. I guess that the net couldn't prevent you from swinging a sword. The net is just like an annoyance, right? Like if you caught a guy right with the net, you could get in there with the trident quick. But I mean, the net, like I feel like the net is just keeping you from two-handing the trident, which is actually like nerfing yourself. Blood and Sand was basically a stopover because the original Spartacus. I thought that you mean that was, isn't it? Gods of the Arena was the stopover. Blood and Sand was the original, wasn't it? Gods of the Arena was the one where he had Theocles or whatever, the guy before Spartacus, wasn't it? Or am I getting? I could be getting a mix up. I thought Blood and Sand was the first one. I could be. Yeah. Did I? Is it? Yeah. But I know you're right. You had. I think it was Blood and Sand. Then Whitehead died, and then you had Gods of the Arena that followed that. I think it's Themistocles, or I don't know. It was the guy that they had talked about in Blood and Sand, and that's why Spartacus took up the two swords instead of the sword and shield or whatever. And that guy ends up showing up in the last season too, or something like that, if I remember right. The guy from Gods of the Arena shows up in the last season. Gannicus, that's it. Gannicus. Yep. Yes, his nails were painted last time. But I just want. So this is where we stopped last time, sports fans. Okay, but I have now stopped it here for a reason, and I'm not going to skip right through. This is his little ad. You know what I am going to do though? I am going to mute his ad. Okay, so we don't have to hear that. What's up, buddy? Okay, so I'm going to say. I'm going to say it's going to be the same way as it did when Batius was dying and the camera zooms in on his eye leading to the prequel 6. I bet Ash's head is going to be spinning. You could be right. What's up, man? The jerks are circling soon, aren't they? I think. Are they? I think so. What's up? What's up, Sam? Just watched The Thing by Carpenter. It was so good. It really is very good. I'm glad. Is that the first time you saw it, Sam? It's very good. Zach, are you back to @ symbols, or do you get to use the names? Did they screw you guys up again, too? We just got finished watching the stupid trailer for Spartacus, the House of Asher, which looks dumb because you're gonna have girl boss Spartacus and Asher is alive somehow, but Fade, I think Fadian, I think was Black Kane and somebody else were talking about it being like, Asher like last second thoughts before he dies. Yeah, it's a mess. There's so many of them, but I don't know. If it was just a Gladiator movie or show with a bunch of cool fight scenes and buff dudes and girls looking hot and having orgies with the fucking gladiators, I'm in. But Ats are on Alan's stream now for the first time. Fuck. I thought he got attacked by the Ats too. Go give Alan a thumbs up too. Alan's a good dude. No, this is my 8th time I've seen it. Oh, so you're just like, fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. Go thing. So so I want you guys to pay special attention. What's up, buddy? How you doing? You're not going to bed, are you?
No.
I was gonna say it's the weekend. You got 4-day weekend too.
Yeah.
Why are you going to bed? You're crazy.
No, yeah, definitely not.
You're gonna be partying till 2 a.m. All right, so I want you guys to pay special attention to the bottom of the screen. All right, here we go. All right, so first of all, his hands are painted, so gay. So, yes, the shirt. It also says on the shirt, "We heart sad boys." Legit thought he was scrawny. I bet he's a bottom. Why do I get the feeling the true owner of that shirt is locked in a trunk? Does anybody have a problem with 4K just stopping every other movie I watch? It's skipping. I don't use 4Ks that much, but when I have, I haven't had that issue myself. It might be your player, honestly. Dude guy, you're into it, huh? Are you gonna go buy his merch? Yeah, it's yeah. The thing that makes me feel weird about this stuff, and correct me if I'm wrong, guys. Okay, and maybe I'm the one that's off here. This guy just had a situation, right? You guys all know he had a situation. We're just gonna say that. He said some weird thing in the Eye of the World stuff. I forgot exactly what it was, but it was something that was like, what? And now he's like got the weird like sad boys and wouldn't you be avoiding that shit for a little bit? Yes, that's Daniel Greene. Yeah, we're going over his we just finished his Eye of the World summary, which was interesting. So we're continuing. I just know that if I had a situation like that, even though he would like technically he did nothing wrong to cheat on his wife, which is still bad, but legally nothing wrong. I would still not be fucking around with this type of shit, personally. I had no idea he had a situation, but this isn't something you do unless it was forbid, and you made it explicitly known he's not a comedian, right? Well, he thinks he is. He was accused of SAing a girl late to the party, so he was accused of treating a girl very badly that is not his wife. Now, turns out that girl was a lunatic and complete fucking liar, crazy person. So, which was obvious from what her story kept changing, and he was wrongly accused, in my opinion. Whether that's my opinion. I think she dropped all her shit. There's a lot of videos out about it, but if I was in, around, or near something like that, I would be on my best behavior. She's crazy. Just because she's a little bit hot doesn't mean she's not crazy. Fadian, hey man, if you think you can fix that, you go for it. I ain't getting close. There's plenty of hot women out there. Probably not for yours truly. But if you think you can fix her, you go for it. I don't think you can fix that personally. She's a little bit too well, yeah. Let me see here. Let me see if I can find her. There you go. This is a good image. Now, the fact that this is still up and she is completely been, proven to be a complete fucking lunatic, is interesting. I figured there would have been a forced, cease and desist, thing for her. Now, that ain't a great picture of her, I'll be honest, but because she's, crying there, but, mhm, mhm, mhm. There you go, that's a better one. Let's be fair to Fadian here. Let me see if I can bring up this picture. This one's much better. There you go. That's a better picture. We're gonna be fair to our boy here. Didn't she do a reenactment or something? Yes, she absolutely did a reenactment of her SA incident with Mr. Greene. I remember I did a video on this. It was a complete farce. She is a lunatic and needs to be put into an insane asylum. He is a womanizer and a cheater. Self-admitted, he did come right out and say that he cheated on his wife. So at least he came out and said that. And then it goes, from there it's between him and his wife. So if they're moving on, then yes, she reenacted it. All these videos are down now, but she basically reenacted it, making grunting sounds and all kinds of stuff, making fun of how long he lasted, and things like that. It was crazy. It was a crazy time on the internet. It was yeah, it was nutso. Yeah. I'm pretty sure that if you want to go down that rabbit hole, I think there's still plenty of that around. Um, but yeah, she straight up lied. Um, and yeah, uh, then like, and what made that whole thing worse was not only did she lie once, she doubled and tripled down on it, and then yeah, it was yeah. I think yeah, I think it was tripled. I think she tripled down. Uh, yeah, it was a giant cluster. There's still videos out there because like everybody in book it's actually it was one of the most wild situations. It actually gets to you get to see how fucked up these people are because real quickly she came out, right? So I'll just recap this real quick and then we'll move on. She came out with the accusation against Daniel. All of BookTube completely just ate that shit up and went, Daniel Greene is a fucking piece of shit, blah, 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 blah. Threw up all over Daniel Greene, fucking tried to cancel him, all that shit. And the thing that actually made me the most disgusted about the whole situation is these fucking lunatics that started piling on Daniel Greene made me defend Daniel Greene. I made a video basically defending Daniel Greene and all that shit because these people you could tell right from the get that this chick was full of shit. She had no receipts. The receipts she had were bullshit and didn't make up anything. It was a complete farce right from the beginning. And that was one of the tougher parts of that whole situation for me was basically I had to come out and defend Daniel Greene because it was a complete nonsense shit show. And then and then that's when I think she ruined it herself. She came out and said some other bullshit, a follow up to original, which like contradicted the first one, and people were like, "Wait a second, what the fuck are you talking about?" Then Daniel came out with a video which completely debunked everything she said. Then she did the reenactment video, which she almost immediately took down. It was wild. Like it was just like retard after retard, like bullshit. It was so fucking weird. What's up, Grifter? Um, and when it comes down to it, yes, every time one of these fucking quacks come out and falsely accuses somebody, it hurts people that actually are affected by this shit, and it shows you who these people really are. So, yes. So let me rephrase. Defend him in terms of the actual accusation of the sexual assault because he's a cheater, 100%. But there's a level, yeah, and yes, you're right. He is completely wrong for being a cheater. But even though morally it's fucked, he doesn't go to jail for cheating on his wife. You know that's all. Like so, yes, morally corrupt, absolutely. Really fucking bad, absolutely. Criminally bad, no. But I agree with you, dude. And that's the truth. And then she still went back to the crowd that eats their own. Yep, that's exactly right. He is holding it funny. I wonder why. But that's exactly right, Fadian. He immediately went back to the people that called him an abuser, basically. So I guess you're stuck with the crowd that you manifest. Something of which Hassan Piker is learning right now too. But whatever. That whole group. So let's get through this. Like his merchandise is so psychotic. Like that, he's selling a notebook like that. Why are people buying this shit? Are people buying this stuff? That's crazy. Is that supposed to be a matte insignia ring? If you're gonna do it right, bro. Daniel Greene's worst crime is defending the TV show after season 1. He betrayed all the people who followed him because of the Wheel of Time stuff. True. I thought it was Sanderson that we could thank for the different turning of the wheel thing. I know he parroted it, but I thought it was Sanderson was the one we could blame for that bullshit. I don't know. I can't say for sure. All right. It's a parent signet ring? Okay. Dude. For the greatest merch ever, DanielBGreen.com. A free Wheel of Time fan-made map. It really is his own website. God damn. Is that his wife? Why would you cheat on that? God damn. Sorry, my bad. Is that his wife? Oh, a sec. Is that his wife? Is that his wife? Why is he cheating? What is going on in that head? Just saying. None of my business. None of my business. None of my business. Sorry. At the back. I was gonna say the shirt's not bad. I'll give him that. I'll give him that shirt. It looks better on her than him, though. I'll say that too. Jesus fuck. Likely a model people use, but they could be as I don't know. Well, because like most of the other pictures are him. That's why I was like that. You know, it's him. It's him. It's him. It's him. Like, and I is that like it could be as I mean, maybe I don't know. But Jesus Christ, if it is, what the hell? Look at that. Okay, we're moving on. I'm gonna get myself in trouble. Like, I don't get it. But you know, I'm not married anymore, so maybe that's why. All right. Maybe Fayo is her favorite character. I don't know. I thought it was his fiance. Yeah. All right. So can I unmute this yet?
Ways, I think you could easily clean and nothing like that. And right, I didn't. No. I'm a father figure. The wheel of Bombay of thick fan make so many just my own style and creation. So Please, if you're interested, go to danielbgreen.com. And now let's get back into the Wheel of Time. I swear I'm not interrupting this again. And there are so many ways I think you could easily clean this up to fit in with the rest of the series. A lot could be done to just tweak little bits, especially taking out God, to make this make way more sense in the lore. It's still neat. In hindsight, it feels like Robert Jordan, when you're especially reading it, kind of sank back into more...
I'm sort of fine with that. I don't think that's inaccurate. I still like it, but yeah, I don't know that I disagree with that.
Rather than the newer state of fantasy that he really leaned into in later books to have much more grounded yet bombastic finishes. It felt.
I think it probably could have been cleaned up a little bit, but I wasn't sure. Yeah, that's what I was like, because I have my I have my Prophet of Dragon merch site. I don't have any pictures of me modeling shit. It's all generic. So when I saw him, I thought, might be personal model. So whatever, it doesn't matter. I've hated this look for years, but he just makes it worse. Are you talking about the sport coat over shirt look? Where's God with the capital G and the Great Hunt? No, he's going over. This is the end of. He's still. I think this is the recap of the ending of the Eye of the World. He's still hitting.
Like he just hadn't found that ability yet. But from here, we're going to go ahead and get into book 2.
There you go.
Time, The Great Hunt. Fortunately, from here on out, it feels like we're going to be...
Holy fuck me sideways. What in fucking Satan's fucking anus is that? Holy Mary Magdalene. That is a fucking full whiteboard.
Moving a lot faster through these books.
Why is Angelina Jolie here? All right. Top left corner. Is that going to be Faldara? That's Patton Fane. Is this going to be Patton Fane in the prison with Moraine and them fucking having their, Egwene being a dumb fuck as she is? Meet you on Toman Head. Okay, so this is all going to be Faldara prison shit right here. I'll do it. Why is there this is going to be is this going to be the random marriages while Rand is marching towards Falme with Ingtar? Why is there a giant half of... Oh, that's a nose. Sorry. My bad. Sorry. For a minute there, I thought the Starforge PC logo was here, but I'm not sure why there's man ass sitting here. There's our Skybot battle part that we I think we already got that part from the other video. All right. Let's venture forth and see what we got. Everyone is in Faldara. The dagger and the horn get stolen. Rand, Matt, and Perrin go after it. Egwene and Nynaeve go to TWT, the White Tower, Portal Worlds, plus Leandra and shenanigans. They all end up in Flame. Flama. He calls it Flama. Fade gets nailed. Fuck yeah, he does. I'm just wondering who or what the audience is going for this whiteboard. My 7-year-old nephew could do better. Well, that's what all his merch is too, so I don't know. No, no. Yes, Doll, you're right. He spells it. This is how he spells it later. Famla. That is how he spells it. Just wait for it. You'll believe me later.
Have a lot less lore to get through. Also, I upgraded my wand. Let's go ahead and summarize Book 2 of The Wheel of Time, The Great Hunt. So this is actually going to pick...
All right, dollar. Everybody get your dollars out. Everybody got their $1.50. Inflation's a bitch.
Up not too long after the ending of Book 1, The Eye of the World, and we see there is a dark friend meeting happening in the prologue. Turns out these little fellas like to get together in some masks, hiding their identity.
Wait, is he going to use footage from season 2? Real quick, does anybody think he's going to use footage from season 2 for the dark friend social? He mixed in a bunch of footage from the show for season 1, or for his Eye of the World summary, which I think was a huge mistake, being as, you know, season 1 of the show has nothing to do with the Eye of the World. But do we think he's going to use footage of that event in season 2? I think it might be too late. He might be by it already, but I guess we'll see in a second here. We probably got $1.50 for this summary. All right, here we go. We got some yeses.
And have a little party, kind of like a masquerade, except less sexy, more depressing. And during this meeting, we...
Oh my god, no, it doesn't look like it.
We see our good old friend Fireface walk out and project the image of our 3 Talviran boys and go, we want to capture these guys, don't kill them. And the person we're following, who's a man called Bors, decides, all right, I'm going to do that. And he's also...
Exactly as the show did it.
So judging some of the other dark friends for not being as like smart and clever and cool as he is. But now we're going to go to chapter 1, where again, guess what? We follow a wind going across the world, as these books tend to do. Except this wind decides to turn into a bubble of evil. A bubble of evil is a sign that the Dark One is...
We're doing it again. Okay. We're back to the wiki. I still find it a little weird that we're going to the wiki during a summary, but I digress.
Managing to get more and more free from its prison and able to affect reality, actually influencing the world. And so this wind goes to Rand, and as he's sword training with Lan, decides to give him just a good old hug. It's a very strange bubble of evil. Hold me perfectly still. Why is that bad? Well, he's training in sword combat, so Lan, expecting him to block, just takes a sword and whack right across Rand. Fortunately, it's a training sword, so he doesn't die. But they continue to have a conversation after this happens, and Rand has to be like, dude, the wind grabbed me. And Land's like, okay, maybe. But they're starting to have a conversation where Land's like, Rand, why haven't you run away? Like, you know you can channel. There's Aes Sedai here. Why haven't you GTFO'd, my dude? And Rand's response is like a bunch of excuses, but eventually Land is like, no, I'm a father figure in this story. Tell me the truth. And Rand actually says he's hoping Moraine has more to teach him. Like, he's terrified. He doesn't know anything about nothing. He's a sheep herder who just learned he has the power to destroy the world, and some people are telling him he might be the chosen one. And he's like, you want me to run away? To do what? But after this scene, we see Rand goes back to his room, and it turns out Moraine has decided to pull a little bit of a prank.
So he made these he just recently made these for his Patreon. So this whole thing just got released, like what, a month ago? Yeah, about a month ago, this got released on his channel. So
you see, she's had all his commoner's clothes taken all up, thrown out the window, and instead replaced them with drip. Fancy drip. That's a tie, not a fish. Don't judge my art. And Rand does not like this because he doesn't want to be looking like a lord parading himself around. Bad thing. And to make it even worse, she even has little dragons embroidered on the coats and shirts. Moraine, I thought you said, like, secrecy would be important here. What? Rand, after this, decides, hey, I'm going to gather up my stuff and actually get out of the city. It's important that...
Wasn't this an assassination tip on one of the Aes Sedai? I think that's later when they're leaving. Are you talking about the one with Suwan and with Rand? I'm not sure which one you're talking about. You're talking about the was that it was an Aes Sedai assassination attempt? I don't the only one I thought I'd have to be honest, I'd have to go back and look. I don't know. I'd have to read it again. I thought the only assassination the only off the top of my head, the only outright assassination attempt I remember is the one when they're all leaving Faldara. Yeah, well, that was the Gray Man one at the end of Faldara with the Suwan and Rand, right? There's the confusion whether it was aimed at Rand or Suwan. So I think I don't know if I think we're getting, so I don't think they're talking about the Gray Man doll. I think they're talking about the Gray Man one is the one when they're leaving Faldara. Right? The wind holding Rand at the beginning with I don't know that was, I don't think that was Black Aja. That's a bad attempt since they're clearly using practice swords, right? The arrow was later, but I looked at the wind pushing Rand as another attempt, but there wasn't goosebumps, so maybe not. Yeah, if it was, I feel like if that was an attempt, it's a bad one because, like, you know, like you mentioned that they're using practice swords, so. I mean, I guess Black Aja are pretty dumb anyway, so you can't really put it by him, right? No, I think this is right. I think he's right.
Not be here because, turns out there's an Aes Sedai like caravan arriving, and amongst them is the Amerlin seat, the representation of all Ajas and the most powerful person in the world who leads the people, gentlemen who can channel. So yeah, Rand's like, oh man, probably should have left sooner. Except,
yeah, it's a good thing they didn't go to the White Tower to meet them. Oh, sorry.
He starts running around trying to get out of the city. Gates are locked. Someone made an order, and he is now not allowed to leave. And he's like, oh my god, this is bad. He ends up running into Matt and Perrin, and they're like, why are you dressed like a noble? And Rand decides, like, well, if I'm gonna go insane and kill everyone around me, probably a good idea to push my friends away. So he just decides to kind of be a to these guys and, like, sabotage his friendship. And yeah, he's not nice. He's even mean to Loyal at one point, which Rand, too far. Do not be mean to Loyal.
Why are you being a
So this is where I sort of he's factually right, but I guess this is where I have a problem with, like, his style of doing this right now. You know what I mean? Because, like, you know, I think this is starting better than the Eye of the World one. The Eye of the World one was, like, weird. But, like, it's sort of like just the speedy tone that he's using here is sort of like, you know, yeah, Rand is already being what's the word? Rand is already attached to a string. He's being pulled around by a string that Moraine has attached to him, and he's already getting, you know, he's figuring this out already, and he's decided to spare his friends of it, so he's intentionally trying to push him away. So, which is all, you know, he said all that. But it's just like the way he's presenting it feels a little bit, I don't know, off to me. But it does not make sense as a bubble. Evil might have just gotten lost in the subtlety. Let's see here. Apparently, now this is Reddit, of course, but apparently somebody is claiming that RJ confirmed it was a bubble of evil. Now, of course, that's, again, that's on Reddit, but all right, so it's been, I found it two places. It said two places, two separate people have said that RJ has confirmed that this was a bubble of evil. It was the first bubble of evil. So, yeah, don't. Yeah, it is. But Reddit never lied. There was also two on Dragon Mount that said it was RJ. So three different sources, all from questionable sources, but I don't have a better reason. An Aes Sedai assassination attempt doesn't make sense. So, I don't really like. I mean, it's a weird bubble of evil. Yeah, an early weak bubble, or just a literally, yeah. So, I mean, I don't know. It would have been better if he just froze up, honestly, than it being a weird bubble of evil. It's a very odd bubble of evil, but that's not Daniel's fault. I think I actually, it's fine from the little research I just did. It's saying it's a bubble of evil too. So I'm not gonna deduct him for that one.
You mean to loyal. Right, why are you being addicted? After this encounter, though, he manages to run into Egwene, and she has a brilliant idea. You see, the Aes Sedai are going to be looking for.
See, I am agreed. I think that is the number one. That is my number one observation. I think I agree with is. I don't think he really knew what it was, or how to explain it. So, bubble of evil. I think probably a better I think probably a better explanation of it was a cold wind blew. Rand thought it was something. He froze and lost track of his thoughts, and Lan smacked him in the face because he wasn't concentrating. I think that makes more sense. That he is getting nervous and he thinks that things are watching him or things are fucking with with him. So something like a cold breeze hitting his spine freaked him out a little bit. He broke concentration, and then he got smacked in the tuchus. I don't know if it smelled. Did it smell, guys? Do you remember? Kind of makes sense looking back. There's one seal broken at this point, but retro making sense along with it. Yeah, I think we're at least one seal that we know of is broken at this point, right? Sorry. So I think so I don't know. I think, I don't want to get caught down too much on it, but I think this is one of those things that just was, didn't really have an explanation when people started asking. He had to come up with something. So bubble of evil, I think that's probably where we're at. I think that's fair.
For you. So why don't we go where no one expects them to go? Let's visit Hadon Fane in his cell because he was taken prisoner in the last book, remember? To which
Hold on.
at one point, which ran too far. Do not be mean to Loyal.
Why are you being a dickhead?
After this encounter, though, he manages to run into Egwene, and she has a brilliant idea. You see, the Aes Sedai are going to be looking for you, so why don't we go where no one expects them to go? Let's visit Padon Fane in his cell, because he was taken prisoner in the last book, remember? To which I would say, what? Hey, the Aes Sedai are looking for me. Let's go hide with the madman that they'll likely want to interrogate, who also has been serially hunting us. I disagree, but they end up going there, and he's so creepy, so...
The wind might have come from the blight. Yeah, I think that makes sense. If it was stinky, yeah. I mean, they're by Faldara, so like, I think the explanation is like in the book that's given is where things happen at the blight because you know they're closest to the Dark One's source of power. So I mean, you know, all those things could be right. So. The only problem I have with this is we keep including Egwene and Nynaeve into things that they shouldn't be included in. At least I feel like that happened in the last summary. Egwene wants to go see Padon Fane because he reminds her of home, and she's an idiot. Rand is not real thrilled with that because he is being hunted by the madman Padon Fane, not so much her. She isn't. That's why she has a different outlook. She just thinks of him as the peddler that brought him news, right? Am I remembering that incorrectly, or is that you guys' understanding? So it's not too far off, and I think you know his reaction to that is pretty right too, which is, Egwene, you're a fucking idiot. Why would we go to that madman fucker and talk to him? Are you crazy? Yeah.
That's like worse than when she normally hangs out with him, that they decide, let's go somewhere else. And then Egwene, she's got another idea. You see, she decides, hey, you know another place that they will definitely not be looking for you? The women's quarters. It's an emissary of Aes Sedai who are all women, so they're going to make it like their home base. Let's go into the women's quarters and I'll hide you in my room. And if you're thinking that's the exact same logic as Merry and Pippin, you're right. So I always picture Rand and Egwene on Treebeard in the scene. I can't stop. It's going to be a thing that you and I now both picture. It does not work at all, though, because we actually cut to more.
Not me, but that's okay.
Rand's POV from here, and we even see Egwene trying to smuggle Rand into the women's quarters at a distance, and she's like, I'm not going to deal with that right now. I'm going to go see Swan Sanjay, the Amerlin seat. So she ends up going past a bunch of Aes Sedai who are like security for the Amerlin seat, and they eventually get together and start talking about everything they've been up to. Good old friend vibes. As you can see, I drew the Amerlin with all the Ajas. There is a yellow arm here. It just barely shows up, and I have no idea the fact that, like, hey, the hunt for the horn has been called an Ilion, and also Elaine is super powerful in the One Power, the daughter of Andor, and we are going to be taking her to the White Tower because we need to train her, but I'm terrified she's going to end up being Red Aja because she's been around Elida her whole life, and that's bad. To which Moraine counters, well, guess what? I have Egwene and Nynaeve who are just as powerful, if not more so, and they're definitely not going to be red because I've been tootling them. That's the proper way to say that word. She also has a couple of surprises.
Is it weirding anybody else that he keeps hitting himself in the head? I'm just saying. It's sort of just give me the little creeper vibes, but the women's quarter part seems like a pattern thing since it definitely builds Rand's legend. Yeah.
Hey, by the way, we actually have the Horn of Valyr, so the fact that the Horn Hunt has been called an Ilion and there's like tens of thousands of people joining the hunt for the Horn is so funny. And now we're going to put up a little ward against eavesdropping and have a pretty serious conversation because we're going to catch up on our secret plans and schemes around Randall Thor. Because as you saw in the show, if you've seen it, they actually witnessed the previous Amerlin seat.
Wait, what are we doing here?
Against eavesdropping and have a pretty serious conversation because we're going to catch up on our secret plans and schemes around Randall Thor because as you saw in the show, if you've seen it,
what? I'm not sure. I've actually had quite a few people in. Is it Ralph? Is this Ralph? Because we're at the at tags. Is it? I'm trying to remember what your R goes with. Is it Ralph or something else? I'm sorry if I'm wrong, but I don't know. I've had a few people ask me that same thing. Hey, I got it right. Cool. What's up, Ralph? that question's come up a few times as to why all of a sudden has he upchucked a whole bunch of summaries onto his channel like this. And I think it's just, if I'm being honest, I mean, he's at 500, he's almost at 600K. I mean, it doesn't feel like he's hurting, right? For like, I don't know what he was at before, but if I had to guess, right, he had a little bit desperate, but I'm not even sure it's that. So he had a big negative press fucking month, maybe even few months with the whole Naomi King bullshit. You know, he came out of that end sort of being vindicated, but you know, it's still, still not, rosy and clean, right? He came out, yeah, he wasn't a criminal in that sense, but he's a cheater. His brand is sort of tarnished because his fucking personal shit was just threw up all over the internet. You know, him and his wife's business, or his, fiance, whatever you call it, business is out there. It's dirty, blah, 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 blah. So now this is also his job. YouTube is his job. So it's not like he can just stop. So what do you do when everything has been torn up and your image is damaged, blah, 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 blah? What do? You go back to the thing you're most comfortable with. You go back to the thing that has given you the most, you go back to old reliable, right? Wheel of Time is old reliable for Daniel Greene. Obviously, it's old reliable for me, right? It's comfortable. It's something that he knows. It's something that he can pretty much rattle off. You know, he's getting some stuff wrong, but he's probably rattling all this stuff off from memory the best he can, and just, to just soldier on, right? So, he's looking for comfort, and he's looking for something that he can crank out easy to try and get by this point in his this downtrend in his image and his YouTube career. So I personally think that's probably why he's doing this, is to just sort of, fill some space with something he knows and loves, and that his viewers know and love, to get back on track. That's what I think. Agree, disagree. It could be all coincidence as far as I know, because I know he was putting it on Patreon too. So who knows? But no shit. Quick check on his views. He dropped from 100K to like 20. No. Oh, so he's slowed down. Okay. I thought you meant he lost. Wow. Goddamn. But still, that's a downtick in subs. But I think that's sort of, I don't know if you can just put that on him. I know subs have been weird for YouTube here lately, so I don't know. Well, that it's weird. You're right, because again, we've talked about this too. He knows this stuff. We know he knows this stuff. I don't know if he's just rattling it out to be quirky, and this is just he's just staying to his style and being the quirky comedy guy. Because it doesn't seem like he went back to check some of the stuff. I mean, this one, the Great Hunt one, we just started. It hasn't been that far off, but who fell off worse than Nameless? Nobody. Nameless, I think, is gone. Like, I don't know. I think the dark one got him. I think I don't think Nameless took the show cancellation really hard. It seems like he's just disappeared. Oh, and he did that hit on Amazon book sales revenue. Maybe he got cut out of the book sale. Who knows? Well, maybe it could be a whole mess of stuff, man. Right? I like the big thing I know is Nameless introduced himself as Nameless when he was doing the face-to-face interviews with celebrities. Not, hey, my name is. Like, you know what I would do if I met, say I met Rosamund Pike. Hey, my name is Steve. I run the Prophet of the Dragon YouTube channel. I wouldn't go, hey, Rosamund Pike, my name is the Prophet of the Dragon. That shit's fucking weird. At least to me. Hey, Daniel Henny. My name is Nameless. No, that's your channel. You have a name. Just it was weird to me. Hi, I am Satan's lieutenant. That's right. like you know what I mean? It's like no. You run your Nameless is the name of your YouTube channel. Your name is Herb or something. My name is Steve. I run this channel. It just that was weird to me. I was just like, wow, that is odd. But moving on. The original reason I stopped here is I don't really understand why we are invoking the show here. As you've seen in the show, what I like. How does he put it here? I still.
We're going to catch up on our secret plans and schemes around Randall Thor, because as you saw in the show, if you've seen it, they actually witnessed the previous Amerlin seat twice before Swan Sanche, or once, like there was a skip, and the one before that, if you look from Swan Sanche's perspective, you know what I'm saying, they had a viewing that the Dragon was reborn on Dragonmount on the same day that Tam picked up Baby Rand from the snow during the Ideal War. Fun fact, that's why they've had this secret plan going for 20 years. But continuing on from here.
What the, like, so why are we mentioning the show? Because that's a fact in the books. I'm not sure why we. I have to use the little boys' room real quick, but I don't. Yeah, that one's a weird one to me. I don't understand why. What the hell? I don't know why we decided to bring the show out for that one, but I'll be right back. I must go pee-pee. I guess I could have just done a Hassan and left my chair there and played the video, huh? That's interesting. Sorry. Sorry, I was getting enthralled with watching the picture change size. All right. I could have just done a Hassan and left it there. What's up? Salty's back. Does your dog have a shock collar? I don't have a dog right now. I still have never watched a single video this show moron has ever made. Well done, sir. Oh God. So I saw you were trying to watch it, dude. So I finished the first episode. The Witcher 4 is shit. It is so bad. And it's like Liam Hemsworth from the start. It's like they try so hard to make you like forget Henry Cavill by like giving him 3 fights right away. And it just looks weird. And then, you know, Liam Hemsworth keeps going back and forth through this weird accent. He's like, "Yes, I am the Witcher, but now I'm the British Witcher, and Siri, I love Siri, and that was a ghost." Just like, dude, pick a voice, bro. And then, of course, Siri almost gets sexually assaulted by a white dude just to be saved by a black girl, and then they start munching carpets, and they're in love. So Siri is a carpet muncher. She likes the black carpet. Because Siri is now, for some reason, taken up with a band of thieves and pieces of shit. Because, yeah. I feel like it's the same thing as Blood Origin. I feel like I've seen it before already. And that's the only place I can place it, is it's from that shit movie. But yeah, Siri basically ends up with a group of shitty asshole thieves and hooks up with the black chick because she's, of course, gay. You're probably right. Probably right. They're thieves. They're a bunch of shit fucking kicker thieves. They robbed this guy's fucking That's fucking right, brah. Yeah, the first thing we see Syrian is they fucked up some dude's bar and stole his money and shit, and she's having a panic attack, and she has to come back and get her. It's really bad. It would probably be fun watching season 4 with Salty while he had a coronary, but I know he'd never do it because he doesn't do that stuff anymore. Because he's smart, and I'm dumb. Let's continue.
We actually go to Leandrin's perspective. Yes, the red sister who actually in this immediately reveals herself to be a member of the Black Aja because she's lying and all this other stuff, which is a seriously powerful tool for a Black Aja sister. What do I mean? Well, Aes Sedai can't lie. They are like literally bound by oaths not to.
So we put the wiki back up. Sorry, I was playing around with Bill. So he's put the wiki back up for reasons.
And so if you're a black sister, if someone hears you say something, they will take it as word of God truth. So as long as you're not caught, which is a very important part of this, you can manipulate the hell out of people.
So I get what he's saying, but he's not really right, because even though Aes Sedai are supposed to be telling the truth, every Aes Sedai knows that they're great at saying things that sound like the truth, but are sometimes outright lies. They're masters of, saying stuff that, if to the untrained ear sounds accurate, but is actually a lie. So I feel like Aes Sedai are the least trusting of each other, because of how they're able to manipulate people with their words. They know that they shouldn't be trusting anybody at their word anyways. It's one of those things that, the 3 O's come back to tell us time and time again that they don't work, because even though the 3 O's are there to try and get the populace and everybody to believe that Aes Sedai are good, do any people in the series, especially regular folk that you're around, believe that Aes Sedai are not telling lies, or that they should be wary of around Aes Sedai all the time? Well, they're all wary around them because they know that even though they're not supposed to be telling lies, they find some way to slip free of their truths. So, just saying.
Gondrin is telling another sister that we absolutely need to get Randall Thor to the tower and like the other Telviran people folks because they are going to be super important, and the Black Aja is in the tower, and that's scary and dangerous. And yes, she is ratting on her own people, but doing it in a way that behooves her. Now we actually cut to Tadan Fane's point of view. Also, during all this, there's talk about the Dark One seals and stuff like that, and they're floating around in a part of the story. They're not super important. They just show up every now and then in the books to be like, wow, they're weakening, so the Dark One will be free. Tension. But we see Tadan Fane has...
So I guess it's not a real stopping point, but the seals being unimportant, I guess at this point they're not. Fair enough. We'll move on.
Someone open his cell door. Oh, you're the one freeing me. I didn't expect it to be you. Yes, the person entering my cell right now is freeing me, and I'm not going to say their name in the narrative, so it remains a mystery. But there's a big problem with that, because we then cut to Rand's POV, and he's waking up in the women's quarters. For some reason, there's a bunch of Aes Sedai hunting him, very tense and scary, and he decides nappy time. I don't know. And part of the problem is he wakes up and talks to Nynaeve, who's like, by the way, you being...
People need to sleep. I mean... Let's see. You have been doing nothing but traveling, fighting bad guys. You're stressed the fuck out. You've then been put in basically your own prison, the women's quarters, where you can't do anything but hide. So what do? Sleep. I think that's probably fine. Yeah. Am I alone here? I think probably falling asleep was out of boredom more than anything, maybe.
In the women's quarters, super stupid idea. And Rand's like, I kind of agree, but hey, Egwene brought me here. She's doing a little crochet and just chill out. And all of a sudden the alarm starts ringing in the city, meaning it's under attack. Uh-oh. And that gets even worse because Nynaeve goes, after you went to bed, Egwene said she was going to go visit Tadan Fane. To which my response is, again. This makes Rand sprint out of...
This is the correct response. Also, the other question is, why would you let her? Is she retarded?
Bed, because Egwene is still his love interest at this point, and just kick open the door to Egwene's room out into the women's quarters and run outside into a bunch of Aes Sedai. I think he like nearly actually runs into like a very powerful sister and is just like, I gotta go, and just past them. If I was Rand, I'd stop and go, hey, the powerful novice you have that you want to train is in the cells right now. That's bad, but you know, he's a kid, doesn't know all the context, and is terrified of these people. But yeah, he does sprint through the women's court.
That's it. So would you guys stop in the middle of a place you're not supposed to be at to tell a bunch of people you don't know that a person they don't know is in cells with a guy they don't know is there? Just saying. Don't agree with this one.
I've always imagined with the same energy as Ace Ventura running with the bat in that one scene. Again, I'm going to keep telling you how I picture this stuff. Now, on his way, though, he runs into, guess what, a Murdral and or Fade with a bunch of trolley.
Not either of those are what you just showed.
This is a very bad situation, but right as Rand is about to get murked by a Murdral, Ingtar, remember I said to remember him, he steps in with his sword drawn because he's very good with the sword.
This is not Ingtar.
Sword got one of those special blades. Go, Rand! I'll handle him. And so Rand ends up dipping past the Fade and goes to the cells. I need to be careful with this thing. It is a weapon. He goes into the cells and he finds Egwene and Matt on the floor, unconscious. The cell doors are thrown open. A bunch of the other prisoners have either, let's just say they're no longer having a pulse from their own volition, or they've gone completely insane because whatever Padon Fane did here, bad. He did not recognize either of the heads. The guards had been changed since he was there. Okay, so you're getting called out by name by the Dark Friend, and
was he reading Blood Calls Blood or no? No.
even worse, Padon Fane grabbed the dagger from Matt because he's like, I like Charter Logut stuff, mine. And I guess he wants to be even more corrupted than he already is. And his Trollocs and Fade, also important note, got the Horn of Valir at the same time. So this is a very successful raid for the Shadow. Oh my.
Am I being we're talking about the books. I don't know. That's why I wish he would stop like referencing the show on some of this stuff. I mean, he's just retarded. They're all retarded in the show, right? But equally so, Egwene is retarded in Faldara for the many times she went down to see Padon Fane, who is certifiably nuts. And she's like, "Oh, he reminds me of home," and it's like, "You're fucking crazy. What are you doing? Are you fucking retarded?" Like, she is literally an idiot in Faldara in The Great Hunt. I completely agree with that. For her, just like, you know, Moraine can't stand in a room with him for more than 5 minutes because she starts feeling icky, and yet she keeps going voluntarily hanging out with him because she's an idiot. Now, I'm not sure, like, him glazing over Padon Fane taking the dagger, since it's a major plot point and one of the reasons they do what they do. On top of that, it's pretty clear why Padon Fane takes the dagger, because, well, it's a part of him. So, right? So, since he's free of Shadow Logoth in Padon Fane's body, Mordeth that is, he of course wants all the parts of Shadow Logoth with him because they are him. So, it was something weird. I don't know. I felt like it was a weird moment to glaze over. I don't know. I could be wrong.
My God, it's setting up this to be actually a chase book. But on top of that, as Rand is in the cells, there is Leandrin showing up, who we know already to be a Black Aja sister. And she starts hurting Rand with the one power, just openly hurting him and trying to compulse him and all this stuff to get information out of him. He's able to resist, though, because Rand, he ain't no... And so he ends up being able to resist.
True. Oh my God. Holy shit. Yes, true. He ain't no bitch. Holy shit. We are in agreement. Then why is he such a bitch in the other thing? Just saying.
Man, that's crazy. This kid seems to be in pain. I wasn't doing nothing about that. I don't know. And at this point, Lan ends up finding out that Rand sprinted through the women's quarters, and he thinks that is so funny. I remembered Lan being just like no personality, stone cold expressionless throughout the series. He is such a good little father figure who like pokes fun at the boys, actually, frequently. I really enjoy him. You ran through the women's quarters with a bunch of Aes Sedai? Dude. But we find out later, after a Brown sister does some translation of some additional...
Like all those token shadows tossing the Shadow Rings. Are they really? It's a weird reference to Wheel of Time when he's talking about the Wheel of Time. They get along about as well as puppies and fire ants. You're right. I don't remember Landrin trying to compose Rand. I need to get back to my rereading. I don't yeah, I mean, I feel like she must have, right? I'm sort of trusting him here because I don't remember it either. Sorry. Yep. No, she does. Yep.
Blood written on the wall.
But I don't remember. I don't. He keeps like saying that Lan is like doing all this laughing and chuckling. I think he's sort of poking. I don't remember that. I remember him sort of being like, "Yeah, farm boy, that was stupid." Like, you know what I mean? Like in his stoic way.
Walls in a Trollic language.
I could be wrong though.
Of
I
the
don't know.
opposite of the light's prophecy about the dragon reborn, and it's the shadow's prophecy about the dragon reborn. And so the Corinthian, this word on screen now cycle is what they read about Randolph Thor, like see his future. This is what the Dark One reads to see about his future. And it reads 3 key important pieces of information. Lanfear's probably free and pretty for Luce there in Telemon. Keep that in mind. There are going to be foreign invaders. Okay, check. And the dragon might kill all of his friends. So. Boy, I hope this prophecy is wrong. There need to be some major regrouping because the Shadow just got a very important 2 set of tools and has a good advantage on them. So Moraine ends up meeting with Swan Sanjay again, and they're talking about everything. And Varen Sedai, the brown sister, again, sorry, I do not have a brown marker, so we're just going to be using black, but that's brown. Varen, brown sister. She shows up. I'm brown.
Yeah, right. He was. It's brief, so it's one of those. It's not like this big thing that like. It's not a big moment that like I would like. I'd expect somebody to like have a big conversation about, but she does. Sorry, excuse me.
Aja, I'm super smart. I kind of figured out what y'all are doing. Randall Thor's the Dragon Reborn. And Moraine and Swan both are like, are we going to have to kill her? I really don't want to kill her. All right, we're not going to kill her. You're going to be in our secret circle, but don't be evil. And Varen's like, deal. Now we switch over to Perrin's point of view, as you can see from the gold, from the orange. Basically, the important thing here is that he visits Matt and Egwene, sees they're both stabilized in the hospital. Whatever Hadon thing did to them probably can have some long-term consequences, but they don't have mental health stuff yet. But an Aes Sedai tries to start like doing stuff to Perrin, and in the funniest beat Perrin maybe has in the entire series, I'm not sure. Big boy, he just picks up the Aes Sedai, moves her out of the way of the door he wants to go through, and goes, don't channel at me without my permission. And he walks out the door. Then we see Rand is once again like, oh my god, I'm so stressed out. And Perrin comes to see him and lands there, and he's like, dude, I got stuff going on. It's bad. I can't tell you that I can channel Perrin, so I'm not gonna, but like read the room. And Perrin, he reads the room and he's like, hey man, you and I, we're cool. You were kind of an asshole earlier, but you seem like you have stuff going on. And to add to that, Land is like, by the way, Randall Thor, you have been summoned by the Amarlin seat. She would like a word with you, and you cannot escape now. I said you could earlier to...
Wait a second. That seems like the... Wait, Perrin and Rand are cool? That doesn't happen till... Wait, I don't feel like that's right. Is that wrong? Yeah, the whiteboard I don't like. I think he thinks it's funny and it's part of his merch, but I feel like it's more confusing than helpful. As far as I remember, Perrin, Matt, and Rand were not good all the way for a long time, especially during the march south. Because Rand, I remember there's a moment Rand like rides up next to him and is trying to talk to him. They're like, "Why are you trying to talk to us, Lordling?" I don't remember. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like him saying that they're cool is way too early. I don't think they're cool for a while yet. I think Rand wants to be cool, but they're still pissed off at him. I think Rand's realized he's made a mistake and is trying to take it back, but they're still pissed at him. I feel like
late, and Rand is not happy. Land teaches him a bunch of funny, super formal stuff of like what to do when he meets the Amerlin seat, like he put a leg forward or some, I don't know. And in my head, he does this to make fun of Rand because no one expected him to be all formal, but he makes.
Hold on, I got because this is a completely wrong read of this. This is like I need to go back because this is like if this is what I think it is, he's getting this completely wrong.
Not happy. Land teaches him a bunch of funny, super formal stuff of like what to do when he meets the Amerlin seat, like he put a leg forward or some, I don't know. And in my head, he does this to make fun of Rand because no one expected him to be all formal, but he makes Rand do it. Why? For poops and gigs. I think Land just kind of wanted to be like, hey man, I'm gonna screw with you more, do this awkward stuff. So from there.
So wow. It's not just me, but that's like completely wrong. Land does this not only to help, he is such a huge help to Rand because it puts the Amerlin seat and even Moraine on their back foot because he is prepared to meet her when he has no right to be. So Lan has done him a big service by teaching him these things that he shouldn't know, but he knows them, so they can tell immediately that Lan has been training him and has given him a foot up because he's caught the Amerlin seat and Moraine off their guard. Am I wrong? Like, how does anybody interpret that as him making fun of him? Like, Rand goes in and does, right, he does this bunch of stuff that he has no business knowing, and it throws the Amerlin off, and it gives him a step up in their conversation because she doesn't know what else that he knows. Right? So she now has to second guess what Rand knows and what he doesn't, because all of a sudden he's coming in acting like a lord when he has no business acting that way. So if anything, Lan has done it to fuck with Suwan and Moraine and help Rand, not fuck with Rand. Right? It's giving Rand a position of strength instead of going in a position of weakness. Rand gets to turn the conversation on his head because he comes in and does all the right things that somebody should be doing in front of the Amerlin seat instead of going in like a bumbling sheep herder. So I don't know how you interpret this as, oh, Lan lulls at Rand and teaches him a bunch of stupid shit. It's like, what? That's completely wrong, dude. Like, you know, most of it's been fine up until here. This one's completely off. This is how you know these people never had a male role model growing up. People like Lan were thought to be fair, but were tough but fair, and were critical when you weren't doing what was expected. This HS coach type shit. Yeah. Yeah, he did Rand a huge favor, gave him a step up on the Amerlin and even Moraine and the other Aes Sedai, and put him in a position where he could try and control the conversation, or at least have a equal footing. It put him on equal footing with the Aes Sedai and the Amerlin. Like, grinding it down to saying, "Oh, Lan just had a joke on him," is like, dude, what did? No, come on, dude. What are you doing? You know better than that. You have to. But all right, moving on. So that is the first big miss of this summary, because, like, I'm sorry, that is a big miss. Like, in my opinion, I don't know. What do you guys agree? I feel like that's That's a big one. That is I feel like that is a huge misinterpretation of what is actually going on in these scenes. Lan taught him how to act around royalty for the lulz is very weird interpretation. Calling it a joke completely misses Lan's sacrifice here, showing he was loyal to the dragon directly to the Avalon plus Moraine. I don't know if I can, like, I mean, I think part of it is him just, I don't know if this is a full-on loyalty thing or full-on he knows that Rand is in a fucked up position and he wants him to go on prepared and not, you know, he doesn't want Rand to be taken advantage of. So I'm not, yeah, you know, it could be partially that too, but I think it's more like he doesn't want. I think it's partially, you know, I think that's a chunk of it too. I think, but I think it's also, you know, I think he probably sees a little bit of himself in Rand, and he wants him to be as prepared as he can be. Because, like, you know, Lan is 100% loyal to Moraine. There's no. I think if Rand told Lan to do something against Moraine, Lan would probably cut him down or try to. But, you know, the Aes Sedai, yes. So I think that's 100% right. But I wouldn't include Moraine in that. The Aes Sedai, yes, and though Moraine is Aes Sedai, I don't think there's a chance in hell he'd ever go against Moraine. He may have a stern conversation with her, but I don't know. We've never seen that discussion, but I think the whole point, and I think you bringing this up too is another discussion to be had. This scene and this act by Lan is a lot more serious than lulz. I want Rand to look like an idiot, which is how he interprets it. Is Lan is having a big old joke on him, and it's like, no, not even close. Like that is as far as true from this conversation as you can get.
Rand does go see the Amerlin seat, and he thinks about how Tom advised him about Aes Sedai and their strings on people, like you need to be careful. So he's kind of got his guard up while he's doing the weird Lan fancy stuff. And Swan gives him a little bit of a test. She's like, "That's a Blade Master's sword. It's power wrought. It's a very like lightsaber-ish thing that you never need to sharpen and probably can't be broken. So I'm gonna take that from you." No. And Swan goes, "That was a test. Good. You're not a little." Now let's talk about the fact that you're the Dragon Reborn. And
I can't sometimes with this.
yeah, she is well aware that he's a Dragon Reborn, tells him that like they know from what happened 20 years ago, and they're like for shizzles about it, and Rand goes, "Mar, I'm not the dragon." But yeah, you are, dude. Sorry about that. Rand's like, "You're not going to take me to Tarvalin, I swear to God." She's like, "No, I'm not. You need to go do Dragon Reborn stuff. If we locked you up in the tower, you wouldn't be able to fulfill the prophecies, so go." And Rand's very underwhelmed, I think. I was ready for a big fight. I will leave now. And he does. Now we have a scene where we're kind of getting like lovers saying goodbye because the party's going to split here. You know, 90.
Okay.
Eve, Elaine, and Egwene, they need to go get trained in the White Tower, so people are going to be splitting apart. Lan has a very emotional moment with Nynaeve where he gives her like a super special ring that has his kingdom's sigils on it. Because remember, he's a super secret king back. If you're in the Borderlands and you need help, show this to anybody, and they will abandon whatever they're doing and help you. I have to go now, but also, if you write me a letter, I will leave Moraine to help you. And Moraine overhears this, And that's like a big deal. He's her warder. But he's like, Nynaeve, I love you so goddamn much. We went through some stuff together, and you're mega hot and angry, and apparently that's Lan's type. So he gives her the ring, and she now can just summon army when she wants to. And then Rand in a... Egwene say goodbye to each other, and it's kind of clear that this romance is not going to work out. They can both do better. You know what I mean? They're just not the right pair for one another. I love both of these characters, but when they split up, I just am like, yeah, that's good. Although Rand still definitely loves Egwene, she definitely still loves him. It's just like, do they have that spark? Ner. But now we get our party together to go after the Horn. Basically, all you gotta know about Elaine, Nynaeve, and Egwene for the next mini chapters is they are on a boat.
I don't understand why we've overcomplicated the Sam, I don't have a it's a definite maybe. Damn series needs to get done so I can call in some sexy time mid-10th inning. Oh shit. They're in overtime again? Or extra innings? Yeah, I don't know why we're overcomplicating the Rand Egwene thing. They love each other, but more like brother and sister now. So yeah, so they're still love each other, but they're not in love with each other. It's that simple, right? I don't know why we overcomplicate it so much.
Getting trained by Aes Sedai in preparation for actually joining the White Tower. Egwene has dreams about Rand being tortured by Fireface, and when they get to Tarvalin, right before they pull up, the Amerlin Seed herself tries to give Nynaeve one of these lessons because Nynaeve has a block that doesn't let her channel unless she's angry, and the Amerlin decides to be like, I'm gonna make you angry. Poke, 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 and starts poking Nynaeve because Nynaeve can't channel unless she's real mad, and Nynaeve gets mad enough that she sends a wall of air into the Amerlin Seat, slams her against the wall. Now what? And dude, what did you just do? But of course, the Amerlin Seat, being not as strong as Nynaeve, but way more trained, does a good little world-building moment and actually manages to like stop what Nynaeve's doing, shield her, and being like, all right, good job. And in my opinion, I think Swan Sanche does play off the scene like she's fine, but I think she's got one of those headaches now and like all banged up, like just play it cool. I'm gonna leave the room before I cry. But that's really all that's important happening here. So we follow up with our party that is setting out to hunt the Horn. We have Loyal, we have...
What am I looking at? Why do I do going back to Oh man. I do it just to piss you off, bro. What can I say? All right, sorry. I could show you the brotherly, the family predator love of Predator Badlands. So what is this? That's what I'm trying to find out. Why is there like two monsters in a nostril sniffing with Sniffy Baby up a horse's ass with an arrow shooting at a redhead's face? I don't know what I don't understand what I'm looking at here with this artwork. The nose looks like, man. Ralph, I'm a little concerned about you, bro. When is the last time you've seen a set of boobs? I don't think that's a nose. It says "sniff me, baby." It's not a nose. What is it? Or is it twin ball sacks? I don't know what it is. All right, moving on.
We have Rand. We have not Lamb. In fact, he gives Rand one final lesson where he walks up to him and he goes, hey, you might have to like accept death. Oh, you want me to clarify? I'll clarify. In every man's life, there comes a time where he must learn to sheathe the sword himself. What? He's basically telling Rand, like, get ready to make the ultimate sacrifice, right? You're in a very precarious position. I can't be there to guide you anymore because Moiraine and I have to do some Gandalf investigating in Minas Tirith before he goes back to the Shire to tell Frodo that's the One Ring vibes. So bye. Be careful. And there's one more member of the party. His name's Huron. He's a sniffer, so I'm representing him with a good old nose. What's a sniffer? In the Wheel of Time, Robert Jordan really...
Well, I know, but he drew a creepy ass looking nose with weird ass lips and said, "Sniff me, baby." Yeah. Oh, is that you were just saying that's his representation? Okay, my bad.
He likes to have just weird quirks of magic that are not necessarily explained, but they make everything feel so much bigger. So like how Perrin's a wolf brother, and that's just a quirk. Huron here can smell violence. If someone's done violence, he can track them. And so a bunch of Trollocs that have freshly murdered people with some dark friends among them, he can smell them. And so he's just... they went that way. Huron's characterizations, that's very normal. I'm just making it weird. Talking report! But right before they set on...
Yeah, I wonder... I forgot whether it was just violence or something other than violence, but I guess it is just violence. I thought it was just evil in general, but it is described as violence. So, how much drugs do we think he did while preparing for this video? Well, Sam just asked if he was on meth, and or what drugs is he on? The answer is yes.
The Amerlin seat is seeing them off, and Rand turns, and as he does so, a crossbow bolt slings by his head and touches the Amerlin seat. Was that aimed at him or the Amerlin? Interesting. Assassination attempt at the Amerlin seat. The dark friend who shot it gets away, but who was that arrow meant for? That's scary. Anyway, the party still needs to go, so they head on out. On the road, a bunch of spooky stuff happens. Robert Jordan decided, I need to fill these like pages where they're going from point A to B with some...
Why is there a dog down here? The dog is supposed to be Huron. Is that what we're doing? Okay.
Stuff. Why not spooky stuff? So obviously they're on the trail of dark friends and Trollocs. They tend to leave pretty nasty trails. So they come across an empty village, and within this village is a Murdral nailed to a door dead. What could do that to a Murdral, you ask? What about Podon Fane getting even more corrupted with the dagger, getting more beast harder, while the Dark One's also in him, and just being a general creep? Oh, remember, and Martin Shin, like, had its way with him. So this guy...
I forgot, Martin Sheen is in the ways. I forgot Martin Sheen got Patton Fane. Do you guys remember from The Eye of the World when Martin Sheen got a hold of Patton Fane in the ways? I do.
He's becoming just Satan. But in addition to that, Rand walks into a room where there is still food on the table. He has like this weird flash where he sees lies all over everything, and it is written horrifically. There's like flies crawling all in him, and there's food and rot, and he sees like the memories of Trollocs attacking his family, and it's just awful. And there's the thing where he snaps out of it. And they also find some of the dark friends that they were aware of, like being dark friends. They found that out like back in here, crucified, because Padon Fane is like creeping out Shadowspawn and Dark Friends, and if they step out of line, he's doing horrible stuff to them, and wow. And we actually cut to Padon Fane's perspective, and we see he is super duper obsessed with Rand al'Thor, and he's getting off on the fact that for once, Rand is following him. He's like, yes, now you follow me. I hate you so much, I want to turn around and kill you, but I can't, so I just follow my ass. He's a freak. Rand actually starts going through the supplies that Moraine had packed for him at this point. It's like their third day, and I guess he still has saddlebags.
Sorry. It took me a minute. Oh, God.
Because he's not flipped open. Rand, go through your stuff. And he finds the dragon banner that they found at the Eye of the World. So he literally has the thing that declares him the Dragon Reborn with clothes with dragons all over it. Moraine, do you not know what stealth is? Do you happen to think it's the opposite of what it is? And while he's looking at this like away from camp, oh my God, both Perrin and Mat walk up and are like, dude, your ego's so big you think you're the Dragon Reborn? Why would you think that? You can't even channel. You can channel. Oh my God. Yeah, I can channel. And everyone keeps telling me I'm the Dragon Reborn, and I need my friends right now. And they're there for him, kind of. Mat makes a point where he's like, dude, I might sleep on the other side of camp to you. No offense. Love you, dude. I'll always be here for you. But I've heard too many stories about who can channel going to sleep, and they wake up and their whole village is destroyed around them. To which Perrin responds by that logic, Mat, you should sleep with Rand. And they have a comedic beat. Where'd my wand go? Now, from here, we have our first big split.
Isn't this where they actually make up? Isn't this the actual moment where they forgive Rand for being a bitch because they discover why Rand is being mean to them and trying to push them away? Isn't this that moment where they figure out why Rand is being the way he's being and they hash it out here? Isn't that what happened? Or is my timeline completely off? Because I feel like this was the moment when they see him with the dragon banner and they talk to him about all that shit. That's when they figure out that Rand has been trying to push them away to protect them. Or am I remembering that incorrectly? I honestly don't remember which it was. I'm sort of, it's now rattling around in my brain.
In the party, and it happens weirder than you're thinking, because they all make camp around what looks like a giant strange cut rock, and specifically Rand Huron, the sniffer boy, and Loyal, seen here, and you know it's him, not from the beard and everything, but he's always carrying a book. They just
100%, but okay. I'll take your not 100% because I'm pretty sure I'm right too. I know it's not in Fall. I know they don't make up in Faldara. I know they're fucking angry at each other leaving the city. Because I'm pretty sure it's they're having a march and he has a conversation with Ingtar. Because the two of I think a few times he tries to ride up close to them because he's regretting treating them like shit. And they ride away from him several times because they're still pissed at him. So, yeah. Whatever. Moving on.
just basically go to sleep right on it. So you got the nose, you got Rand, and you got Loyal sleeping on it. And the next day when they wake up, they're not in Earth anymore. They're in a completely empty world. There's no life or anything. The same environment, same landscape, but nothing. What happened? And we as a reader quickly get to figure out through Rand's internal thoughts that he went to sleep in the void, like his meditative state, which he needs to get into to channel. And he definitely channeled into this rock that, after Loyal looks at it a little closer, has a bunch of fancy symbols in it. And Loyal's like, this is a portal stone. They can go to other realities or make you travel across great distances. And we somehow got put in another world. And Huron is like, but I can still smell the Trollocs, which is weird. But that's what this is here. It's empty, but they still have the smell of the Trollocs. And they actually end up being like a head.
Daniel. Daniel Greene. Oh, you just can't. You just. He just can't help himself. Like, he just can't not do the sex stuff. No, it's not. It's not even that. It's the.
And we somehow got put in another world. And Huron is like, but I can still smell the Trollocs, which is weird. But that's what this is here.
It's that. It's not even like his explanation. The explanation of the portal something is fine. It's that he can't get away from the sex jokes. But I guess that's, I mean, I guess he's going for the 13-year-old, 6-7 audience.
It's empty, but they still have the smell of the Trollocs. And they actually end up being like ahead of where the Trollocs in Fane are, because where they move in the Portal Stone, they're actually moving like far faster than back in normal Earth, so they're like getting ahead. And Huron's freaked out because he's like, I don't want to smell what violence that there could be. That's worse than smelling violence that was. But, sorry, Huron, you gotta smell post, pre, and violence of all kinds. Now, you might be thinking, well, they're traveling in this mirror world away from the party, no longer with everybody. What's the party doing? Well, Perrin is a wolf brother, and he can talk to the wolves, and they can still track the Dark Friends and Trollocs and stuff. And so he's like, okay, I'll be your sniffer. That's why he's got a nose now. Except he can't just tell everyone that he's a wolf brother, because that's like some mad spooky stuff that he can talk to wolves, and who knows how everyone's gonna react to that. So he takes the leaders of the party aside. I think Ingvar's there. I'm a wolf brother, but can we just tell everyone that I'm a sniffer like Huron, so that way we can keep on the trail? I don't know where Rand, Loyal, and Huron are either, but we gotta, get the horn and the dagger for Matt. And so they keep on after them, and you do not have to worry about the rest of these people for a huge amount of the book. The only notable thing is that they run into some Aiel at one point, the people who caused the Aiel War and all that stuff, and the Aiel are like, hey, we're looking for our chosen one. Bye. I wonder who that chosen one might be. Also, they have features similar to Rand, and people note that so many times. One more update here I forgot to add. Perrin also learns at this point that the wolves have given him a nickname, and it is Young Bull. In the spooky other world, Rand ends up having, guess what? Spooky dreams, where Fireface comes and finds him. That's right, you can't escape Fireface, even in another reality. And he's like, I can touch you and do whatever you want. And Rand's like, no, you can't. And he has like a sword in his hand, and the Fireface is like, bah, your sword's hot now. And Rand burns his hand. And after their dream is over, and of course Fireface does this whole spiel about joining him again, because he's a very repetitious individual, Rand wakes up. He has a heron from the blade that's a Blade Master's sword, which is marked by a heron, branded into his palm because his sword got made hot. Part of the prophecy of the Dragon Reborn is that twice he shall be marked, once to set his path and twice to pronounce him, name him, and he just got marked by a heron on his palm. But they finally figure out exactly what world they are in. You see, the main world in the Wheel of Time is like the pattern. It's the one that the creator has full control over and protection. But Robert Jordan had a Bachelor of Science in physics, and he actually worked as nuclear engineering stuff for a while. Very smart guy. And so back in the early 2000s while he was writing this, he got—
Wait, which was wrong? What did I miss? What was wrong? Explain yourself. What did I miss? Because I felt like I missed something, but I couldn't tell. The deal is that Jordan was a smart man who served in combat, and the weirdos doing the Daniel Greene thing never saw violence in their life, so it's all imaginary. They don't read it as well as real to Jordan. Okay.
pattern. It's the one that the creator has full control over and protection. But
are you talking about that, the Portal Stones then? Is that because if the creator doesn't have full control over anything, right? Once the heron is set to set his path, twice the heron to name him true. Once the dragon for remembrance lost, twice the dragon for the price he must pay. Gotcha. What did he say?
Robert Jordan had a Bachelor of Science in Physics. He actually worked as like nuclear engineering stuff for a while. The world they are in. You see, the name of the Dragon Reborn is that's marked by a heron, a repetitious individual. Rand wakes up. He has a heron from the blade that's a Blade Master sword, which is marked by a heron, branded into his palm because his sword got made hot. Part of the prophecy of the Dragon Reborn is that twice he shall be marked. Once to set his path and twice to like pronounce him, name him. And he just got marked.
I mean, it's close. It's close. He bumbled it around a little bit. I think that, I mean, because he basically said, didn't he just say once to set his path and once to name him? So, I mean, it's not 100%.
By a heron on his palm. But they finally figure out exactly what world they are in. You see, the main world in the Wheel of Time is...
It's one of those things. The prophecy of the dragon is important enough. He's got all this shit written on his board. Writing it down so it's right. You know, probably would have been a good thing to do. Right. Important lines like prophecy, probably write it down so it's accurate. That's all. You've written all this other shit on the board. You know, Age of Legends, weird healing. You should change chimney deficient portal strips of Rand and Angelina Jolie. So just write down the prophecy and you're good. Then you don't have to try and remember it off the top of your head. Yep. Right. Just write it down. It's
like
cheating.
Pattern. It's the one that the creator has like full control over and protection.
Is that true? I see that was the different part bothered me. Saying that the creator has full control over and protection over Rand's world. I don't think that's right. Because God cannot take part. He even says it in the Eye of the World. The creator cannot take part. So how does he have protection over it? Rand is there to try and protect it. Am I digging too deep into that? Because that's not. I'm just saying here he says that the creator has control over and protection over Rand's dimension, over Rand's world. I don't think that's right. Even if he made Rand the dragon, Rand is the one protecting and trying to control and determine the outcome of that world. The creator is not taking part. He is just an observer. Oh, my dad will be happy. Agreed, it's not right. Okay, I'm just making sure that I'm understand. Like, I don't pretend to be the foremost expert of this shit. I'm just trying to make sure I agree or I understand as well. Yeah, the creator left to make other Garden's world. The Cap's voice was an early mistake by RJ. But even if it was a mistake, doll, he still says outright, "I will not take part." Right? I mean, so he states, even if it's a mistake, it's stated. I am but an observer. You are my weapon. You are my tool to try and protect this world, basically, right? So the creator has taken no part. He's not protecting anything. He is even if he did create Rand to do those things, it is Rand that is making protection over the world, not the creator. The creator has no bearing on this world at this point, other than maybe empowering Rand to try and protect it. So, okay, so it looks like you guys agree with me. Okay, good. Makes me feel better.
But Robert Jordan had a Bachelor of Science in physics, and he actually worked as like nuclear engineering stuff for a while. Very smart guy. And so back in like the early 2000s when he was writing this, he got into like multiple reality quantum theory stuff, and that's my assumption. And so there is.
You know what I should be doing? I should be writing down the amount of times he said this is my assumption. Because I feel like this is like the 10th or 12th time he has assumed something and said, that is my assumption. I should be writing this down. I guess you could say that the pattern and Tavern are the closest thing, but all of that is a representation of individual choices. I mean, you could say that the creator made them, but he's not really protecting anything, right? He's given others the I see Tavern as like, even if you see Tavern as the creator's chosen champions to protect the world, he's empowered others to be his protectors. He is not physically protecting the world. He has others that are doing that in his stead. So he is not controlling or protecting anything. He is just sort of saying, here you go. I hope you guys are. I wish you guys luck in protecting the world that I made. I am not going to take part in this. You know I don't drink, brah. I'm not a drinker.
Actually, like every time a decision is made or important event happens, spin-off realities from the pattern. So you're like in an alternate history, and they come to what should be a statue of Arthur Hawkwing and his great victory over the Trollocs. Arthur Hawkwing was someone who successfully made an empire after the breaking of the world, but before all the nations we see now. The nations that we see now, like Andor, Carian, all this stuff, they have been formed after Arthur Hawkwing's empire collapsed. Arthur Hawkwing is very either Roman or Alexander the Great-esque. Arthur Hawkwing should have a giant celebratory statue here of defeating the Trollocs near the Blight.
No. Genghis Khan. I like Genghis Khan, Arthur Hawkwing. Sorry, bro. You can drink for me. I like Arthur Hawkwing more as a Genghis Khan type than a Alexander.
But instead, it's a giant statue of a happy Trolloc. Yay! That means that this is an alternate reality where Arthur Hawkwing lost that battle. And so humanity was wiped out by the Trollocs, and that's why it's totally empty and scary and bad. This is a world where the Shadow won, but not through the Dark One, interestingly. The Shadow has multiple ways of winning, and the Shadow won in this world through purging. The Trollocs just managed to purge everybody. So that's mad scary and, bad. But from
I have a Genghis Khan immortal in this game. There you go. Because Genghis Khan is the man, brah. The Trollocs won by purging. Okay, I guess that's accurate. Okay, fair enough.
here, they hear a scream, a cry for help. Help! Oh my god, someone else.
Hey, Teresa, what's up? Genghis Khan is a villain and Alexander is a hero. Depending, well, I mean, I guess it depends. It depends on what side of history you are. Are you one of the Mongols? Are you a Mongol, or are you, you know, because the Mongols probably like Genghis Khan quite a bit. I am right now starting a memory of light and I'm going to disappear from humanity for a day. Nice. Holy shit. Man, you have been motoring a memory of light. You are flying. I feel like the last time you said you gave an update on where you were at reading, you were on KOD. You've got through all of the Sanderson. My goodness. So I can ask you right now, Veins of Gold, right? If you're still here, Veins of Gold, right? I mean, come on. Is it not maybe the best chapter you've ever read? I mean, good fucking Lord. Well, you're almost there. Just be thankful that Sanderson had enough notes to go on, and you know, this legendary work got finished. You're definitely in the home stretch now. That's awesome. It's gonna be fun. We're gonna have to set up some talks. It'll be good stuff. Sounds like an amazing weekend ahead. Mm-hmm.
This is here.
First time through a memory of light. Can you, man? That's hard to remember. Woo. Oh, I'm getting backwards. That's where I'm fucked up, huh? Yeah, I got my order mixed up, didn't I? I always flip Gathering Storm and Memories of Light, Memory of Light. I don't know why I always flip them. Wait, are you? Hold on. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. She's already read. Yeah, but I haven't said anything. I haven't seen her since she read Gathering Storm. See, you're messing me up, man. The last time she gave me an update, Aldan, was when she was on KOD. So she's got through Gathering Storm, Towers of Midnight, and Memory, and now she's starting Memory of Light. That's all I'm saying. You're messing me up, brah. All right. Wait. Yeah, because she hasn't read Memory of Light, so she wouldn't know Veins of Gold if she hasn't, you know. The crafting of Perrin's hammer is in Tower, right? Tower of Midnight is Perrin's hammer too, right? That's another one. So yeah, she's read The Rescue. Yeah, because she's on Memory of Light now. She's on the last book. The rescue has been accomplished. The crafting of Perrin's hammer is like one of my favorite fucking chapters. I love it. I fucking love it. It was so good. Well, you're in the home stretch now. It's going to be great. Yes, Randon. The Veins of Gold is Randon Dragonmount when he goes from being Quindiar to realizing that basically life is about the people who are in it and his loved ones. Yes. The Veins of Gold, all the connections he's made in his life, all the people in his life, blah 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 blah. Basically he low key figures out the meaning of life and becomes at peace, and he turns into Uber Rand. And then he immediately goes into fucking Egwene and says, look here, bitch. I'm not even going to channel. I'm here in the middle of this room with a bunch of Aes Sedai bitches. I need you to gather some fucking people. And, you know, I'll be fucking back. I'll meet you there. And she goes, Rand, you can't. It's like, it's a shush, bitch. I'm going to take off. And then and then he goes, and they're all shitting their pants. And he didn't do anything. And it's like, fucking Rand is fucking the best. Yep. Zen Rand arrived, walks in, and just shits all over Egwene and says, here is a plate of shit, Egwene. I'm not even going to threaten you. I'm just going to walk in here, and you're going to feel how much badass I am than you. You know that I can crush you with a thought, so I don't even have to do anything. Just, you know, realize that if I wanted to, you'd all be fucking dead. So how about you do this shit, and I won't do that. We can just, you know, we'll just pass all the threatening stuff, and you can just know that I could kill your ass, and you can trust me. And now you're going to do what I say, and you're not going to do anything about it. That's also one of the best scenes ever. He just walks in and makes Egwene look like a weak bitch, and he doesn't do anything. It's so good. Yes, bro, Rand Chad strolling into the White Tower is the best thing Sando ever written. Yeah, it is low-key one of the best fucking moments. He just fucking walks in because he walks into the White Tower because he does own the place. It's his fucking house. He walks into his house and says, hey, bitches, I know you're keeping my fucking bed warm. Here's what I need you to do. I'm going to go take care of the world and save all you. I'll see you later. And then he walks out. Fucking legendary. It's amazing. The ladies need my doll. Very correct. Oh, hey, no, Min's okay. Min's is fine. Min's good. She's fine, you know. Yes, it's Angelina Jolie, I think. Like young Angelina. Oh yeah. Yep. That's another one. Oh yeah. Min is best girl, 100%. Min is best girl. I don't know that there's even a discussion. There is a discussion to have at this point, Nynaeve, but Nynaeve is best girl for Land. So, you know, Nynaeve, it's amazing the turnaround Nynaeve makes in this book or in this series from being like very naggy and annoying to you know, Land best girl, ride or die for Rand. It's amazing that the best women in the series are the ones that you know, realize that Rand is the man and that they should not push back against him because, you know, Min is, of course, there the whole time, you know, being on Rand's side, and Nynaeve ends up being ride or die for Rand many, many times, and it's fucking great. Oh, God, so bad. Man, you know, she makes a big turnaround about, I want to say, midway through the series. I think it probably when she finally gets rid of her block and she stops being a rage monster. Okay, I'm leaving now to read. I don't have anywhere until... Ooh, there you go. Fucking jamming. Well, good luck. Have fun. It's going to be great. I'm jealous. I'm gonna have to do like a quick reread recap to try and be ready because we need to schedule some talkie-toos. It'll be good. Like if we have a good old fashioned Wheel of Time discussion on the channel, I bet you a whole bunch of people come to hang out. It'll be fun. Have fun. It's gonna be great. All hail the Dragon Reborn. Randall Thor lives on. Have fun.
A woman being attacked by, and I kid you not, a frog bear, as it's described, called a grom with 3 eyes. And Rand seeks the void with his bow and arrow, nails it right in the center eye. Rand, very good archer. That's a Two Rivers thing. They're all really good archers, and he has the void on top of that. He goes and he meets this totally helpless, mysterious woman. Don't think about it. And she is immediately super into Rand and is so hot. This is not coming from me. This is coming from Robert Jordan. She is so hot that even Loyal, who's an Ogier and not a human, starts being like, God damn. And so...
See, he's right. See, so that I'll give him that. That's true. I'm pretty sure that's not. Bye. Have fun. I can't wait to hear what your final thoughts. I found her insufferable even then. I found Egwene insufferable the whole time. Her becoming Amberlyn made her even worse for me because excuse me. And the reason for that is it's not just because she's no. The reason for that is because she completely 100% drinks the Aes Sedai Kool-Aid. She forgets who she is, where she's from, who her friends are, who Rand is, and fucking completely drinks the Aes Sedai Kool-Aid and goes to Rand, we're Aes Sedai, we know better. It's like, you ain't no Aes Sedai. You're fucking, you're the bitch that I was plowing 2 weeks ago. Oh, wait. I should have been plowing. We never plowed because you were too young and it's not the TV show. So we broke up before I could plow you or give you any strawberries. So I don't want to hear from you. You used to be my bitch girlfriend who would nag all the time while I was busy working and shearing sheep. You were serving wine at your mom's inn. I don't want to hear about no we're Aes Sedai. We know how to help you bullshit. You don't know shit. Shut the fuck up, bitch. Are you talking about the very end? Are you talking about the extreme very end with the certain channeling thing? Is that what you're talking about? Just in case Teresa's still here. Yeah, I don't know. That could be an interesting discussion to have because I still don't know how much I like. I'm hoping Teresa, you're gone, right? I'm gonna give the count of 3. Teresa, you're gone. Teresa, you're gone. Teresa, you're gone. Teresa's gone. Anybody that hasn't read the last book? I'm not. I don't know. I have to. I always think about it. I'm not real sure how I feel about Balefire having a counterweave. I'm not. I don't know. I always flip flop back and forth whether I like it or I don't. Yeah, I know, man. I don't care about you though. I didn't say it wasn't without purpose. I just found her insufferable. There's a difference between realizing that there's a purpose behind it. Right back at you, Bubba. How are you liking Arc Raiders? Is it any good? Yeah. Cool, man. Yeah, I've seen some. I've seen some people playing with it. It looks sort of interesting. I can't do shooters. I'm terrible. So I always interpreted it as because she saw how Balefire was weaved, she did the opposite and repaired what Balefire destroyed, making it a counter weave. But how do you damage something that doesn't exist, or how do you heal something that doesn't exist anymore? Not even the dark one can grab people when they're Balefired. So how is Egwene fixing it? I don't know. I have trouble picturing it. That's part of my problem, right? Is I have trouble visualizing it in my mind. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I always have a little bit of a struggle with it because I can't picture what's going on too well in my brain. So I have trouble making it reality. Does that make sense? I'm just speaking for myself, obviously. I don't know. I've just it's one of those things I have trouble quantifying it. So there's just a bunch of crystals hanging out in the I don't know. I got it's one of those things that I can't talk about it too deeply because it's not something that is ingrained in my thoughts about it. So I would need to read through it again to have an actual nuanced discussion about it. I do feel like what's up, Kane? How you doing, buddy? Whether you like it or you don't, I do still have that same. I do have the feeling Doll has, which is it just was sort of an whether you like it or think it makes sense or not, it just sort of came out of nowhere. Like pouring hydraulics cement into cracks in the basement floor. I imagine it as pitch black fissures in the ground, but I guess they could be holes in the air too. Like, yeah, I don't know. I have to, yeah, I don't know. I think you know what? Let me. Where are we at here? Where are we reading at here?
When I was a boy, I was growing up in the early 2000s, so of course the biggest, hottest person ever was Tomb Raider era Angelina Jolie. So I also talked to a lot of Wheel of Time fans, and they also pictured Angelina Jolie. Though, I don't want to keep printing pictures of Angelina Jolie out and putting them on a wall, because that is how you end up on some lists. So underneath this drawing of Angelina Jolie, to just establish how wonderfully beautiful this woman calling herself Celine is, I have drawn the most beautiful woman you can possibly draw with marker. And I'm excited now to reveal this to you. Yes, this is Celine. I really tried. I didn't want to be a creep and include the cleavage, but there's literally scenes where she's like curtsying to Rand, trying to like seduce this late teenage boy. It's weird.
Why don't you have a seat? But I'm not going to do this. Take a seat right over there. What are you doing here?
And so Rand has to come to some decisions here. I put censored because he either needs to think with his hot dog or he needs to carefully consider the sus list because quickly she starts revealing stuff about herself. She has a lot of knowledge of the Age of Legends, so much so that even Loyal's like, how do you know so much about the Age of Legends? She has this weird thing where like Rand's palm starts not hurting as much from the brand after she touches it. She like rubs ointment on it, but he's like, that's weirdly effective ointment. Then after that, she starts being like, oh, you can embrace the void. You should do that. Oh, there's power in the void. Basically, she's advising him to channel, which, you know, he's a man who will go insane if he does that, so don't. What are you doing? She also definitely used a portal stone to get here because they like find the portal stone she had to use, and so she can channel. Oh, and then the final thing, she just randomly at one point strips for Rand. She's like, I need to change my dress. Can you give me one of your shirts? My dress is dirty, and her dress is perfectly clean. And Rand's like, okay, here's one of my shirts, and then she's like, can you help me undo it? But this woman is like trying to seduce our ginger boy Rand. After considering everything on the sus list, Rand decides to go for option 2. What's option 2? It just says mega sexy. So he decides not to go with every instinct he should have and goes with his hot dog, just on while they're hunting the Horn of Valier and this important dagger. Rand, that's very accurate. He's a teenager. I believe that's the decision he would make. But they end up traveling through all of this time, and at a certain point...
What? I don't understand what. Yes, I'm pretty sure, Alex. I notice he's not he's not very much not comparing this to the show. Yeah. So is he saying he's following his dick because they decide not to abandon the woman that is alone in a weird world? Because I actually, considering how much Celine / Lanfear is trying to compulse him into falling in love with her, I feel like Rand holds himself pretty well here. Not just fucking the shit out of her immediately. Am I wrong here? Thinking with his hot dog is the one thing Rand does not do here. Well, he thinks about it, and right, exactly. It's okay. Thank you, because I feel like he does the exact opposite of thinking with his dick. He goes, "Man, I'd really like to fucking that her. She is hot as fuck." But no, I can't. We're in a world, like, we're in this strange fucking world, and no, I can't do that shit. Like, right? And he, like, it's the opposite. Isn't it the opposite? Hey, thanks, Alan. I hope you had a good stream, buddy. How you doing? Fucking Chad Powers was good stuff, man. That's a great show. Love it. Yeah, right, exactly. And she's throwing all kinds of shit at him too, right? Like, I think, you know, I'm gonna use the bad word and say there was a few times where he was probably even, you know, she was trying to use compulsion on him to get him to fuck it up, right? What's up, Josh? How you doing? Boom. I liked me some Chad Powers. It was great. Welcome. Hope you had a good stream, Alan, and the Mexican people. No, that sounded really weird. The technically Mexican people. There you go. Celine tries seduction, tries powers and vanity, and then, right. So it's literally the opposite of what he's saying here. He literally does not think with his penis. He thinks about it and then goes no, and then goes, we are in an alien land. We need to get the fuck out of here and find everybody. Right?
point, they try to use a portal stone again, and Celine is like, use it. Use that portal stone. Use your power. So much glory is in your future, Rand. So much glory if you just listen to me and do as I say. Let me dom you a little. Use the portal stone. Use the power. And Rand does, and he successfully takes them out, and they are now well ahead of where Padon Fane and the Trollocs are, and they can lay a trap. This all worked out quite well. So they end up waiting a lot of...
I feel like he skipped over a bunch because I didn't like. Didn't he have a lot of trouble with the portal stone? This is what bugged me about them showing the show having them knock boots all the time, let alone for they never did. That was the whole thing. Was if he did, he would have been fucked. Like we all assumed that if he fell for Celine's approaches, Lanfear's approaches, and they ended up sleeping together, Rand would have been gone. That was the assumption. If he succumbed to his desire to sleep with Celine because of all the bullshit that she was doing to him, that the Rand as we know it would have been destroyed and come under heel of Lanfear. Because he resists temptation the whole time in Portal Land, then back in Carhian, then like the amount of times that Rand resists the temptation to sleep with Lanfear / Celine is crazy. And there are many times when she is pouring it on ultra thick, and it's just like, how are you not sleeping with this chick, dude? Like fucking with like these smells, and she smells great and she looks great, this, that, and the other, and that there's even the one time that he's basically been compulsed, and he's like about ready to give in, and I forget what it is, but he snaps out of it, and he's like, no, I can't do that. You're absolutely right. That's the thing. That's the other thing that just made it so bad that they're just fucking for the rent. Like she's just, hey, the rent's due, baby. Can you fucking plow the road for me one more time? Because I need the rent. It makes it that much fucking worse. So yeah, I don't know. He's got the whole portal stone thing. He's got wrong. And then like. Am I wrong? Getting out of the portal stones, he struggled with that shit, didn't he? Like it wasn't just like she's like, "Hey, you should channel and get us out of here." He had a hard time getting it to work, didn't he? Didn't take several attempts. So just saying he's just like, "Yeah, okay, out we go." Like that's not right either. Okay, maybe he's just doing that to channel sweats and everything. Yeah, maybe he's just glossing over it for time. I don't know. No way.
Oh. Days, and eventually, yes, the Trollocs come and make camp nearby with Padon Fane. And now we have Rand and Loyal still with his book. That is very important. Sneaking in, and they do an army crawl in, and they get to the chest, and Rand sees that the dagger, I think it's just on the chest, which I don't know why Padon Fane didn't like have it right there, but it's just at the chest. And so Rand carefully not to touch.
Wait, what?
Touch it, puts it in the chest, closes it, and then Padon Fane.
Wait a second. Hold on. Let me back this up here.
Wakes up and he's like, oh. Sneaking in, and they can make camp, and they can lay a trap. This all worked out quite well. So they end up waiting a lot of days, and eventually, yes, the Trollocs come and make camp nearby with Padon Fane. And now we have Rand and Loyal still with his book. That is very important. Sneaking in, and they do an army crawl in, and they get to the chest, and Rand sees that the dagger, I think it's just on the chest, which I don't know why Pot on Fame didn't like have it right there, but it's just at the chest. And so Rand, carefully not to touch it, puts it in the chest, closes it, and then Pot on Fame wakes up and he's like, I see you. And he starts ringing the alarm for the Trollocs. Also, don't pay attention to what's in the Trolloc cookpots. And don't ask why there's suddenly substantially less dark friends in the group. Don't worry about it. But they then take the chest with the horn and the dagger, and they run on out, and we get the cover of The Great Hunt. Because Celine is like, hey, you should open that chest and check out the Horn of Valyr. It's probably pretty dope. And Rand's like, I don't want to do that. But then she just does, and Rand's like, oh my god, the Horn of Valyr. That's pretty damn cool. This scene where Rand and Loyal are sneaking in to steal the horn and the dagger, I have always associated it with the scene from Call of Duty Modern Warfare where you're like crawling around in the ghillie suits with, I think, Soap and Price, because I was listening to it at the same time I played that level. Those are affiliated in my head, and now they are in yours. Also, there are Trollocs like right there. You can see them on the cover. You should go. And so they do run. They run off. They're back in the regular world. They've escaped the weird sussy world, but they picked up a sussy woman, and they come across the mega Statue of Liberty. It's a giant...
This is all like very... the whole retrieval for it, just, I don't know, very very speed runny, but whatever. I guess the main parts are achieved.
Statue holding a crystal, and this is the most powerful sa'angreal in the world. And this giant statue has a little statue counterpart, and there's one for women, one for men, and this is the one for men. And so Rand, being really near this thing, doesn't need the access key that's the little statue, and he just starts like vibing with Sayadine in this statue, and he's like, there's a lot of power here. I think I could like do a lot of stuff. I could break the world. I could just do whatever I wanted with that amount of power. Oh my god. And Celine, for the first time, gets freaked out. Hey, I don't like where this is going. Stop. And so they end up going into a village that night. She pulls Rand away from it. She's like, I don't want to sleep in a village. There's creepy dudes. But Rand's actually like kind of, he's over it with Celine. He's like, we're going to a village. I want a bed. I don't care that we have the Horn of Valyr and there's a bunch of people hunting that, and it could go poorly. I strangely actually side with Celine at this point, but we are going to camp in a village. And the next morning, Celine has left a letter for him, and she's bounced. And so then they go on to Carian.
All right. I think I've had enough Daniel for tonight. I think that's a good place to stop. He just like, it's weird, like the places where he just decides to speed run some of this summary. Yep, I have been. Part of it was we were talking about the new Spartacus show that's probably going to be fucking shit. But the entire show, everything is so against the themes of the series. The characters only share names. The plot abandoned race. Yeah, oh yeah, 100%. Names and places, and barely even that. And barely even that. So, just so you guys don't think I'm a liar, Alpha Predator traps his own son to be decimated. You guys think I'm lying?
No. You hooks.
Yeah, I heard about part of that. So here we have the female predator, or I guess our main character. I don't know if it's female or not. I'm going with female. You have the big brother and daddy. He will only honor us in death. Dude, he's got a cannon on his shoulder. What? Shoot him. Dude, that looks so fucking weird. Ugh. I hate this. Look at the predator's face. Father. Kiwi. I'm gonna throw this at Dad. We can get out of here. Don't worry, Kiwi. Oh God, it's the fucking pathetic predator. Oh, cut. Man, we didn't get the drama-filled part of the scene.
Your kind have come here. None have survived.
God, I wonder where he got the sword, guys. Oh, that movie is going to be so bad. I'm gonna have to go watch it to just to report back how bad it is. It's going to be so fucking bad. All right, guys. Well, I'm gonna hit the hay. Miss Smart Muse is gonna be done with the. No, they're not. They're a family of just like they're a family just like us that all have problems and family disputes, and they're just like predators. They're just like us. Yeah, that's sad too, because Prey is fucking dog shit. Literal dog shit. Yeah. So I'm gonna have to go check that out and just report back how shit it is. Yeah, and oof. Well, thank you guys for hanging out, and I'll be back for this, that, the other, and keep an eye out for Drizzen streams and videos and all that good stuff, and we will see you on the. Yeah, maybe I'll watch the rest of The Witcher and try not to off myself because that show is so good. That show is fucked. Oh my God. Thank you guys for watching. We will see you very soon. You guys are the best. Have a good one. Love you guys. Bye. This stream is brought to you by... Have you ever been misunderstood? A puppy in a rage monster's body? Well, we here at Trollocs Lives Matter believe there is a human inside all of us. And
they were effectively genetically engineered war tools.
TLM, because even
nightmare fuel
needs love too. And maybe a hug. Hello, I am Jafe Dumpkins, founder and CEO of Trollocs Lives Matter, TLM. Thanking you for watching this advertisement. Aw, look at that little guy. Look at that little poopsie whoopsie. He's a cutie patootie, isn't he? Look at her pet. Oh my God! Cut.